Welcome to the darkness, my friend. Your eyes will adjust in time.
Hello, we're back. Yay! Did you miss us? I missed you guys. I missed you all. I missed
So
Nocturne. So we have a question that I really liked that was from the chat. Do you remember who asked it by chance, Pax? Ooh, I'm going to move you over a little.
And lost it.
Oh, somebody asked this question. So whoever asked this, feel free to wave at me. But the question was, what is the character that you next want to play? And I thought that was a really good question that we could all start with. You want to go first, Millie?
That's the tricky one because there's stuff a brewing.
And you can't.
Yeah.
NDA.
I can't answer that right
Okay.
now
All
because
right.
I'm stuck between
Yep.
two.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Sorry.
Dan, what about you?
Who? Me?
Yeah.
Oh yes, no. I changed my answer. I want to play Kayla again.
No pressure, KPP. No pressure. They both
weight of
answered.
The world is on my shoulders.
Oh. I mean, we would all love to
crazy.
see you GM again. That was incredible. So yes, that's a good answer.
I would just very slowly.
That was easy. That was an easy question for me. It was really easy. It's sitting right there.
Oh God. I guess maybe my next thing is instead of an RP character, I should just try to GM again.
Oh, weird.
Well, I guess so. I mean, you said it
Huh.
live, so it's real now,
God.
right?
Now it has
You
to
have the
happen.
characters of the world. So there you go.
Yeah. I
That's
create
how it works.
everything in that. So
Yeah.
no, that would actually be fun. I don't know. There's so many things you could do.
So, what about your character excites you, I guess, Millie? What about Kayla would you like to look forward to playing again? I guess that's...
I love that she is wired very differently to any of the other characters I've played in roleplay so far. She's I tend to play kind of quite physical, outgoing, bumbly kind of people, and she's very introverted to herself physically.
Yeah.
She's not great with people. She's solutions orientated. And the
Yeah.
relationship between her and Ray was so cute and interesting. And I'd love to explore that some more.
Ray was the best of us, if I'm allowed to say that. Ray
Yeah, he
was the
was.
best of us. Ray is okay, hashtag. Dan, what do you like most about Ray?
His purity.
Yeah.
He's just so pure.
Good.
He just wanted everyone to be okay. That's all he wanted.
Oh God. And KBP, what allures you about jamming that you don't get from playing as a player?
The adrenaline rush. No.
Yeah.
It's like I was so nervous that entire episode that we did, but I don't know. It's kind of cool to see it all come to life.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of a cool thing.
Yeah, and to watch, I think when you have this idea in your head or this world, and then it sort of the other players bring it in a way you didn't think of. You know, they just kind of bring an extra element. Communicative collaboration is the best. Pax, what about you? What's a character that you would like to play next?
I've been itching to do a serial killer for a while now.
Oh, going back to your roots.
It's been over almost 2 years,
Yeah.
and I've Amelia knows about it quite a bit, actually, in full length. The whole bubble of what it's supposed to be that I've been brewing. She might even get involved. Yeah,
What are you talking about?
Yeah. No, of course not.
Do we get any more spoilers about this?
No. No spoilers.
Hopefully soon, TM, we'll get some deets, maybe.
I've been working heavily on it, and I'm excited about it. I just need to find the right pond, right pool to drop that stone in.
Yep.
See how it does.
Amazing. Yay! All right. Well, should we just dive right in then?
You didn't answer the question, did you?
Okay. Well, I wrote an entire dying/dead language for the new show that I'm going to be in, and that's the character I want to play next. I'm playing an old
Nice.
woman, and I cannot wait. I
You
cannot
wrote
wait.
a whole language?
It's a dying/dead language, and it's pretty broken. So yeah, I wrote a bunch of nerdy stuff for that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
No wonder you never have time. You're writing
know.
freaking languages
Yeah.
in your free
That
time.
was like 3 months ago, but yes, it was. I couldn't help it. It was like it happened and then it flowed, and you know how creativity is. It just you ride that wave, and then all of a sudden it's 6 a.m. and you're like, whoa. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Was it
I
always
know
at
that.
night?
The rhythm.
yeah.
Mm.
You gotta.
Always
You
at
gotta
night.
Clock and it's 5 hours. Like, oh shit, I should probably stop.
I should stop now. So yeah, okay. I answered, and yes, that's dying order. Okay. Let's dive right in. I don't have a recap this week. I'm so sorry, but I can tell you sort of where we were. Here's what I remember. I remember Trick and Emma had a really intense moment. I remember Theo and Briar had a really intense moment. It was just a lot of intensity.
And
Brian
was
was
very quiet.
sitting and
Yeah.
very quiet, just
Yeah.
observing the whole
A long
time.
time.
Yeah. Well, I think brewing.
I'm
plotting,
doing my part. I'm doing my
plotting. Yeah.
What is this,
I'm
Starship
drinking,
Troopers?
I'm drinking today. I'm just getting into character.
Yeah. And okay, so immediately where we last left off and where we're going to probably start today is we're actually going to start with Briar, because the episode ended with Henry shooting a future version of Emma in the back of the head so that the current Emma in our timeline would not disappear and not have to fight for her right to exist. And Briar saw that and actually stepped in to open a door to another world in which Emma could exist in her dog form, and left her there and then came back. So we are actually going to begin the episode with Briar on the street as the sirens are in the distance, and she is walking back away from the disappeared body. However, there is still blood on the ground.
I'm walking briskly, but not too fast that it looks suspicious. My arms are crossed, and I'm looking around. Are there a lot of people looking at me?
No. So there's a lot of chaos. There was a lot of screaming, a lot of people running across the street and away from where the shot happened. There seems to be somebody, because you're looking, there does seem to be somebody down the street with their phone out, having been filming what just happened.
I'm gonna walk over to this person.
Okay. Ooh, go ahead and roll for me.
19.
Okay. What are you thinking about as you walk up to this person? What's your intention?
My intention is to see what they got, if they got Trick shooting Emma, and also if they got me, and then the body disappearing.
Okay. It is a young man, probably about 19 or so. Big Harry Potter style round glasses, big floppy mess of hair, red, tons of freckles. And he's trembling as you walk up to him.
Hey, did you get any of that?
I got some of it.
Can I see it?
Sure.
I'm gonna grab his phone from him. And I'm gonna go through his gallery and I'm gonna see what his videos are.
Yeah, he's got a couple of different videos, but the most recent video is of not the actual shot happening. It's shortly after, and she is laying on the ground, and he's kind of like shaking, and then he puts his gun away and then walks into the bar where he left the other Emma. And then he absolutely did capture the body disappearing and you walking up to it.
Oh, shit. I think I accidentally deleted your video.
You rolled a 19, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I want to use my customer service on him to see if I can like calm him down a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and roll.
53.
Ooh. And what is your everybody leveled, so what's your thing now? Let's look.
See, my customer service is 18, but my mind is 62.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so he's honestly a little bit into what just happened. I'm gone. I disappeared.
You did.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, the game is haunted.
Oh my god.
Ah, everybody panic. Okay, hold on, let me find me. Hold on.
PB, I don't feel so good.
Oh god, don't scare me. I get scared by the stupidest shit, y'all. Okay, hold on. Let me just I got this.
I'm doing an
I think-
interpretive dance. It'll entertain them while you.
Okay, thanks.
Not my best work, but-
Yes, hand.
Thank you so much. Oh god. There we go. Hello, sorry. Woo! I'm a child. Okay, hold on. Burp. I don't know what happened, guys. Sorry. I don't know what happened. There we go. We're good now. He's honestly he looks sort of in shock when he's trembling, but he doesn't look like he's going to say anything. He looks like he can't quite understand what he has seen. But he's more afraid of you than he is of what he filmed. Like, of the gunshot, of that.
I promise it'll. What's your name?
Trevor?
Trevor. Promise it'll be taken care of, okay? Don't worry about it. It's better if you just don't worry about it.
Who are you?
I'm just somebody that you met today. I'm gonna hand his phone back to
Okay.
him.
Thanks for not breaking it.
Why would I break your phone?
I don't know.
Perfectly good. Those things cost a lot of money.
I know, but it's what they do in the movies, you know? They'll just like throw the phone down and then break it.
Yeah, well, I wasn't gonna do that to you.
Thanks.
And I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna walk into the Sleepy Bean.
Okay, so the Sleepy Bean. So you walked a little bit further and there's like a bar here where Henry went into. So you're going to walk maybe 2 blocks back to the Sleepy Bean?
Yeah.
Okay. And briskly, I assume, because the police sirens are probably getting closer. Okay. Are
Yeah,
you
not
going to
running.
head down the main sidewalk or are you going to take a different route?
To go to work, I would imagine the Sleepy Bean has a back door
Yes.
that employees can go through.
Yep.
I'm gonna probably go down a side alley and go in the back door.
Okay, Sleepy Bean is
through the
yours. So yes, if there's a back door, you say there is. So there's a back
Okay.
door. So you go in through this back door and it takes you about a couple of minutes. I just need one roll from you while you walk.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. So you walk in. So as you're walking through, it's like, you know, you can feel the cold air and the temperature, but your heart is beating fast. You can feel the blood kind of in your head and everything's pulsing. And the breeze is nice on your skin. And you get to the Sleepy Bean without any issue. Nobody stops you. Nobody seems to look at you. You see the police car go by, but it passes right by you. And then you enter the Sleepy Bean, and there is chaos in here. It's people are talking about it a little bit. It's on the telly already, which is pretty shocking.
Is there video footage of anything?
There is no video footage of the actual incident. They are showing like the police arriving, tape, and somebody is standing in front on the mic. and given the news, but that's it. There's no actual footage of anything.
I'm gonna go upstairs to where Echo and Theo and where Brian were before I left.
Okay. I think they were upstairs in the loft.
Mm-hmm. So I'll just quickly glance at the TV, but I'm just gonna rush up the stairs to them.
Okay. What were you guys doing when she was gone? Like when the news came on to see that this kind of accident happened, do you think any of you noticed or looked? No?
No, I wouldn't have.
Okay. All right. Please continue.
Did you guys hear the shot?
Yes. Is that what I think it was?
He did it in the middle of the street. Execution style.
That's unlike him.
Not very smart.
No. Not really, but
He took off down a side alley. I don't know where he went.
no. He's smart, so he's probably trying to keep things a little quiet.
Do we need to clean up?
There's like blood, but I took her somewhere.
You were able to find a solution.
Yeah. Some kid filmed it, but I took his phone and deleted it.
Well, that's good. You don't need anything else happening. Well.
Well, should we go to the warehouse and send a text to Trick and Emma to meet us there?
That may be wise. Unless we were... Well,
I checked my phone.
What are you looking for?
Any texts from Lee?
No.
No.
No text from Lee.
I'll probably text. Oh no, it was an unknown number. No, I
It
wasn't able to
a number,
text them
but
though.
you can text it back if you'd like. It just shows up as unknown. But you have a conversation, so you can respond.
Yeah. So I'll respond to that again. I'm trying to think what my last text was. I think it was, "Oh, we need to meet up and talk."
Yeah.
Was my last text.
Yep.
I'd probably text like, "Things are getting dire. We need to, like, if you want to be involved, we need to move. Otherwise, I'm taking action."
Okay. Ooh, interesting.
Can I still read that over his shoulder like last time?
You can give a shot. Go ahead and roll for it. Do you have anything special for that? I think you do, actually.
Ooh, yeah. Let's have a look. I have a notice.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
And what's that?
15.
Okay.
26.
And your governing stat, I assume, is higher than 26, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can read some of it, just little bits. You can get the idea. He's looking to reach out to somebody to help with the situation.
Is that?
I think we learned that it's Lee. You know, from the bar, I think. At Lucky Rabbit.
You're texting Lee.
But yes. They reached out first, to be fair.
Ooh.
Why?
No reason.
All right.
Unusual.
Wait, who's Lee? Have we met Lee?
No, Lee was the one that Jazz told us about.
Jazz wasn't there last time.
No, before that. I think the time you don't remember.
So are you saying you want to go to Lucky Rabbit?
Yeah, we could see if Jazz is there first. That's fair. But going to the warehouse wouldn't be bad either. To check
Warehouse.
on Maya and Odysseus. But that's in grand theory. A bit of That's a bit of a drive.
Well, then why don't we stop out by the Lucky, go there first, figure out what we can find out, and then we'll go over to the warehouse.
That's not a bad idea at all, Brian.
All right.
I think if you want to go there, I don't know if we can come back. I mean,
To the rabbit or to the warehouse?
hmm?
To the rabbit or the warehouse?
Oh, the warehouse. She spent so long trying to leave. It might be possible.
I mean, I've been able to go there and back before.
Oh.
Well, then it's settled. Let's go to Lucky Rabbit, then the warehouse. Maybe we can find out something about it.
Yes.
Good?
I think it's a good idea.
All right, good.
Jazz
Ooh.
wasn't there the last time we were there, though.
Well, she might be around. You don't know until we go.
True.
She's a busy lady, but she'll make time for us. I know her.
I hope you're right. But yes, let's. Anyone else have any objections? Need a coffee for the road.
What vehicle we taking? Isn't Tricka's Escalade?
No, we have a Subaru.
Yes.
Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, we'll take that then.
Yes. Super. All right. Well,
And then I kind of stand up and take a last sip of my coffee and just start going down the stairs.
Theo and Briar, roll for me.
Yes.
Briar, you notice the news reel as you're leaving, and you do seem to. There is not the same angle before you think it's Trevor, but there is a cell phone footage of Trick putting Emma down onto her knees with the gun, and it is now on the television from directly across the street, and you happen to notice that as you're getting ready to leave.
Yeah, you guys just, take a casual glance at the news on our way out.
And take a casual glance and see. And
Oh yeah, you can all see it, and you don't have to roll for this. You're all extremely intelligent. You were just seen with him in this cafe. It's probably not going to be long before Trish remembers or notices and starts freaking out.
We should go now.
Yeah, do you really think Lucky Rabbit's a good idea?
We'd be safe in there, but
It's the safest place I can think of.
Okay, well then we should probably go now before
Yes.
that maybe shows me also there.
Can someone pay for mine? I got nothing.
You don't worry about it. It's
Oh,
on the
thank
house.
you. Thank you.
yes, thank you.
and I'm going down the stairs at this point.
Amazing.
I'm hurriedly
Yeah.
going down the stairs.
I
So
follow.
Everybody exits the cafe and heads towards the Subaru, and I imagine Briar's the last one out the door, and as you leave Briar, you do hear Trish start to gasp and go, "Oh my God," and maybe even drop something. So she is aware of what just happened.
I keep going.
All right, and you guys head to the Lucky Rabbit. Who's driving? Who's sitting where?
I kind of pause by the car as we get to it
Oh, okay.
because I catch sight of my reflection for the first time. And what's the weather like?
It's cold
Winter, but
winter,
yeah.
but there's no snow on the ground, but everything's a little bit frosted. Like the ground gets cold.
as we've been walking towards the car, I've kind of noticed the hairs on my arms standing up and feeling that for the first time, kind of giggling, but not sure what to do with that sensation. It's such a full body thing. And then we get to the car and
it's cold.
And then just freeze as I see my face reflected back at me and sort of turn my head, and I can't wrap my brain around what this is and why it was chosen. It seems like such a poor decision.
Why do you think it's a poor decision?
Because how does this help? Because this is cold and unruly, and
Do you think you would have preferred to stay as a shadow? Think things would have been easier?
don't know yet.
Okay. Interesting.
But it's very, there's this dissociation that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Because all my memories of me looking back at myself and seeing Adisa, seeing Izzy.
Yeah.
You don't like Subarus?
Huh?
Oh, I see you looking at it and you look kind of a little disappointed. It's just a vehicle. I mean,
It's not the car, it's
what is it?
the sizzle.
Sizzle?
This is all an interesting choice.
Interesting choice. How so? What do you mean by that? I lean up against the hood of the Subaru while talking to her.
Still inquisitive. It just... all that's ever been in here is not this, is...
Sure it is. All that matters is, and I just poke at the top of her chest, what's in there? The outside, it's just a shell. It's what you do, not who you are. All right?
Mhm.
Good. By the way, the hair looks great on you. If you worry about that. I don't know. Some ladies really care about the hair thing. It looks fine. It flows well. Anyways, would you like this shotgun? I'm going to sit in the back. I like it in the back better anyways.
That sounds good.
Oh, good. All right, who's driving? Who's got the keys? Briar, you got the keys?
Yeah, I don't drive super often, but I can try. Like, I mean, I have my license. I just...
Let's have Echo drive. You've never done this before, right? It'll be fun.
Yeah. I
I
don't think
might.
Is this the moment to be experimenting?
Oh,
Might relax you. Oh, maybe, no. Shit, they're
no,
gonna
we're
make it
trying
worse.
not to be noticed right
Yeah.
now.
You know what? Yeah. Scratch that idea.
Good idea for the future.
Okay. Yeah. All right, fair enough. Sorry. Spontaneous idea. I'll get in the back and shut up.
I can drive, or do you want to, Theo?
I can, if you don't want to.
I'm not the best driver. I can get us there. I'm just gonna pass him the keys, and I'm gonna, since they've already taken the back seat, I guess I'll sit in the passenger seat, and I'm just gonna like try it. I'm gonna pull my hood up because I feel like, you know.
Don't be suspicious.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
just
be
gonna
suspicious.
stealth. I'm stealthing in the passenger seat.
Super small.
Yeah, just
town.
make a hide check in plain sight. That always works.
It'll work. You don't need to roll for it. I'll only roll if somebody sees you first. So you guys are good for now. And you're going to drive to the Lucky Rabbit, which is honestly, it was like, what, 10 minutes from here? So let's just, you got one roll. It'll be fine. Who's driving? Theo? All right, Theo, make that one roll.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Oh, I absolutely will. It's not like I'm terrible at driving or anything.
It'll be fine.
Oh, 25.
Look at that.
It's above my driving
it's
skill.
Almost like you've done this 700 fucking times.
Look at you between the lines.
I could drive in a city.
Tenant 2.
Not only does he signal, he puts his hand out the window, turning off.
Yeah, it's probably like super old school driving, you know, like right, stop, left.
No, that would probably stand out. But yeah, you move forward and you head to the Lucky Rabbit. It takes about 10-15 minutes of normal time of drive time for you guys to get there. But you arrive. There's nothing in the parking lot.
What's the condition of the Lucky Rabbit now after time's gone by?
So lovely that you asked. Oh,
You're
dear.
welcome. I'm glad I asked.
Oh boy, it looks like it has been abandoned. There are holes in the outside of the building. Looks like the inside dilapidated. It would be terrible to go inside. The door is kind of off the hinges now. It looks real bad.
That doesn't look good.
Oh boy. It's worse than I thought.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a quick walk around. I'm just gonna start walking around the perimeter of the building. I'm guessing there's ways around the sides. Is this part of a strip or is it segregated?
It's actually stands alone in a parking lot, and so yeah, you can walk all the way around it if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd love to.
The rest of the building looks very much the same, decayed, old. You get a faint smell when you step really close to the wall, like mildew. But there's nothing on the back. There's like no back entrance or anything like that. But yeah, the whole building looks this way. If you'd like, you can roll me some form of investigation to see if you pick up anything else.
I shall. 28.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
okay. Oh, that's right. This is the new Brian. Okay, right. Yeah, okay. So you smell mildew, and you also very much sense many different types of magic. You can feel it as you step close to the walls of the building, but you can also feel a great sadness and almost hear a weeping.
We're running out of time, guys. I can feel it.
Yes.
I'm going to walk straight up to the building and kind of put my hands on it
Okay.
and almost stroke it like I'm trying to comfort it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me. Do you have magic bullshit? I think you do. Let me just check.
I was just hoping for a roll of comfort to support.
Ooh, okay. Yes, you do. It's actually imitation. You're going to be imitating what you've seen humans do. So you're rolling against that. Yeah. Okay.
55.
Because by the way, it's 40. Her imitation is 40. So that's a pure-on success. Okay. So when you're trying to comfort, what exactly are you thinking right now?
I'm thinking of how to phrase this, the other one. I'm thinking of all the times that I have memories of Izzy comforting people. I'm thinking of how she would feel about seeing this and the thought of this happening elsewhere. And that loss, that emptiness, and the sadness is the wrong word, but that stale waste of something like this happening.
Humans
It doesn't help.
Yeah, humans will use words to describe themselves, like I'm a comforting person. So that kind of comes to your mind when you're thinking about Izzy. Was Izzy comforting?
Sometimes.
Do you like that? Would you like to be comforting?
I think so.
You can put that on your sheet.
So I just kind of press my face against the side of the building and just stroke my hand down it, and I'm kind of lost for a moment. Smelling that for the first time and trying to get a sense of what it is that I'm feeling. It's hard with the cold to block that out.
You feel
feels-
when you're stroking this building and trying to, send out this comfort to this building, you do feel a bit of ease up on sadness.
Kind of just pat it in recognition and look to the rest of them and realize that this probably isn't usual behavior from what I remember.
I'd probably walk up to her and be like, I puked there once, actually. Well, not this one, but mine.
Oh, good.
Anyway, yeah.
Yours.
Mm-hmm.
You're this one or
Well,
different?
How do you put it? This place is, as you know, special.
Hmm.
You know how you go in some houses and you see that weird metal pole in the basement? It's a load-bearing pole, is what they call it. Keeps the weight of the world from collapsing. This building's kind of like that load-bearing wall. Sure, there's, when you're in your place, your time, it's there. And it's its own entity, but they're all the same. And if you remove it, it all falls apart. Think of it that way, I guess. So yeah, my version, it's probably going to reflect a lot of what's going on here. But anyways, yeah, I don't even know why I even told you about the puking. It's more along the lines of like, I was for a second there, I'm like, whoa, careful what you thought. But anywho.
I look at Theo and go,
what'd you feel?
Just mansplain the rabbit to me.
Man,
No, I think that's what you did.
Huh.
I didn't mean like that. I was just trying to like. Sorry. What were you feeling for?
It seemed sad. It's a waste. We should hurry.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to the heart of it. There's nothing around back. I didn't really see anything. So.
And I look at the door as we're approaching, and the idea of going in again kind of unsettles my stomach. Because I've got no frame of reference now. My memories are not lining up with what happened in reality last time, and this could all go very wrong.
Are you still going to walk inside?
I think I have to.
Who goes in first?
I'll probably walk her right in.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. If people are hesitating, I'd be right behind him.
Okay. What about you, Briar?
I'd probably go in last.
Okay. So you'll hold the door maybe for Echo, and then Echo hesitates and then decides to go in, and then Briar goes in last. Okay.
Thank you.
You enter the Lucky Rabbit. And everything is as it was before, at least on the inside, which is fucking strange. Outside looks terrible. Inside is still buzzing. Lots of people. Time has passed since you left.
Not Revenant Hour anymore.
It's not Revenant Hour anymore. People have returned.
I walk straight up to the bar. I want to test this instantly. I walk straight up to the bar and on reflex, just learned behavior, I think of gin and tonic.
One appears for you.
I'd probably walking ahead of them because I was the first one to come in. I'd probably like have my hand. I would be just gliding it across the bar counter, going down the line, looking at a familiar chair at the end, and I'll just like tap the bar top and then sit down in my chair, and then I'll just place my hands out thinking about water.
You'll get 2 glasses. 2 full glasses of water with lemon, right? Do you like lemon?
Mm.
There you go, with lemon.
Yeah. And so I started drinking, and I kind of like sit in my stool and just wait, knowing that eventually something is going to occur. Just being here so many times, I just get comfortable.
Okay.
I just grin at Theo.
It works now. That is rather interesting. So I guess not how that would have worked. You weren't real before, but you are now. That's. Huh. Huh.
Are you
And
writing
it's
this
like-
down, Theo?
Yeah.
Taking notes in your book. Like,
Absolutely.
Oh, interesting.
Like I go to this section like of my notes on like shadow creatures because I'd been taking some notes about this, and add like no longer a shadow creature like under Echo's notes.
I don't even notice that. I'm too busy kind of staring at this and trying to figure out if I should drink it or not. And
Drink it slow. I doubt your liver knows what to do with alcohol yet. Your coffee.
Tastes terrible. Yeah.
Why?
Tastes like rubbing alcohol.
For the after effect.
I'm gonna put my hand out. I'm gonna imagine a Caesar with a pickled asparagus in it, slight spice.
I have to clarify. Are you imagining it for yourself or are you imagining it for somebody else?
I'm imagining it for me. I know how this game works.
Oh, okay. A virgin Caesar will appear for you.
No, I didn't say virgin.
I know, but the bar knows what you want, really, for you.
Okay. And then I slide it down the counter toward Echo. Try that.
Thank you.
Mm.
You're gonna have to translate what the hell it is he just passed me.
Oh, because you don't know what a Caesar is. Right. Okay.
It's like real life.
Yeah, it's like real life. It's like a tomato and clam juice kind of booze. Yeah.
It's almost like a Bloody Mary but with
Yeah.
clam juice.
Yeah.
Isn't it a bloody?
It's a Bloody Mary, but with clam juice instead of tomato juice, in a sense.
What is
It's
wrong with
clamato.
you?
It's clam and
Clamato.
tomato.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's clam and
it's me,
tomato.
Clamato.
Okay, cool. Cultural differences. Holy shit, that sounds awful.
Yeah.
It's amazing. What are you talking about?
Sorry, I don't do clam juice. My bad.
Oh Christ.
Now
Okay.
just
Would you like
imagine
to
a shot
roll
of
to see if you
vodka.
like it? Yeah.
Now just imagine a shot of vodka
Oh,
with
it's a
that.
shot, is
Something.
it, rather than a like a
No,
tall
it's a drink. It's a drink with
Just like a Bloody
Yeah,
Mary.
but there's a shot
Okay.
usually of vodka in it.
Mhm.
So
But this one's a virgin.
it was, yes.
It was.
You can go
Oh,
ahead
no.
and roll.
Yeah, is it now? Oh.
Roll for me.
Roll for how bad a head I'm gonna have tomorrow. Oh, no.
Ooh. Okay.
92.
Yeah, it's really
What a
strong.
time to fail.
Hmm.
What a time to fail. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I trust him, so I'm just gonna do I.
I
Just-
assume you like it because you
Mm.
also like, the roll is much different from the last one. So this you enjoy the taste of much better than the gin and tonic.
Mm.
It's usually like a straw and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have none of those up here. Later. I
Briar,
didn't
do you
think I'd
order
need
any?
to get
Oh.
like some weird fish tomato concoction in. I'll be honest.
Well, now you're gonna have to try one, and you're gonna think of
Oh,
us when
no.
you have it. You're gonna be like, "Oh, I guess I'll try this."
Good. They're good.
Briar, do you order anything?
No, I didn't come into the bar like fully. I'm in still the door.
Ooh,
And I'm
okay.
leaning against the door. Like there's like probably like a tiny foyer, and I'm leaning against the wall in there, and I'm just holding the keys and playing with them.
Are you looking around? Are you like trying to watch what's happening here? What's your intent at this door?
I think I'm taking it all in. I'm watching them
Mhm.
just order drinks, but then I'm looking around the room to see if I can see Jazz, to see if I can see anybody that might be interesting.
Ah, okay. Well, you're different now, so go ahead and roll me against your avatar skill.
Oh.
75.
Okay. It looks pretty much the same. You actually see the hawker there with his bag and his drinks and many, many straws. He probably looks at you and waves his fingers, and then he points to the ring on your hand because he doesn't, well, he has a bunch, but he's like, have you changed your mind maybe? You know, he kind of seems to say.
Yeah, I shake my head like a no at him, but I smile at him.
Okay, well, he just like winks at you and then goes back to his drink. You know, he's probably saying, if you change your mind, you know where to find me.
Do I see him? Do we
No,
all see that?
your back is to, your back is to him. You're at the bar and doing the drink stuff while this is happening. So, but you don't see Jazz, and you don't see anybody else. I mean, there's so many interesting people in here, but nothing really catches your attention.
Okay.
Other than the hawker, maybe. Do you stay here or do you go to the bar?
I'm going to walk over to them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put my hands like, okay, so are we just getting drinks? Are we here for something? Because I don't really think, you know, with time.
Who would do this? It's really good.
Okay, I see the value in having a drink because we all might die soon, but I also see the value in the fact that maybe we should go figure some shit out.
We're here to find Jazz.
As I like tap the counter for coffee.
A coffee appears for you, as does a note.
And I grab the note. Probably not that surprised.
The back is
at
open.
this point.
Yeah. The note just says in the back, or the back is open,
Very good.
depending
That's
on
our
who looks
answer.
at it.
Finish your drink. I don't think you can bring it to the back room.
Take your time, guys. There's no rush. I think it's just nice.
There is
my water.
actually kind of a rush, Brian.
You're in a lounge bar. Unsettled is not good here. Relax. It will come to you. Brian, please sit.
No, I'm good.
I insist. Trust me when I say this. Sit, relax, and watch.
I don't sit. And I just I'm looking at him. I'm looking at new Brian.
Me too.
I'm gonna look back at her for not sitting and stuff like that. Put my water down. I stand up and I walk up to her. I look her right in the eye and I put my hands to my lips like this.
I mirror him.
Damn you. This place doesn't work with tension. This is a safe haven. When you come here uneased, tensed up, and panicking, it's hesitant. If you want help, blend in. Trust me when I say this. For how many times I've been here, embrace the atmosphere. Sit down at the bar, relax, get something nice, and the help will come. It works in the details. If your mind is all over the place, I understand. You guys have been through a lot. I get it. But if this place wants to help you, it's going to have to sift through less stuff or a lot of stuff until you calm down. Then they can find out the core of what you need. So can you help me? Can you meet me halfway here?
I think you might be misreading me, just because I'm actually quite calm.
Okay, good. Well, if you're calm, that's perfect. All right. Sorry, you looked a little uppity, so I'll go sit. Sorry to bug you. I'll go sit down and start drinking my water again.
Where are you sitting?
At the end, I have a stool that I've always went to, kind of my seclusion little spot there at the corner, kind of where the bartender would come in. That little
yeah, okay.
pantry there. It's kind of like near the back toward the bathrooms and stuff like that. It's just like this quick thing so that an alcoholic would know. It's quick to the toilets. It's quick to where the bartender, so I get the first order. It's an alcoholic position.
Yeah.
And so I just know that chair. And I sit down there.
I go straight to whichever the nearest is and sit cross-legged on the stool, like yoga pose. It's a fun balance thing, especially with this.
Briar, when you said I am calm, were you lying? Are you actually calm right now?
No, I am calm.
Okay. And what are you
I
thinking?
just knew Brian's got some balls.
This might
How's that?
actually work. New Brian's got some balls is kind of how I took that when you were like,
Yeah.
all right, we might actually get through this.
I'm just an open pacifist, man.
Since he said that, I've turned around and my back's to the bar and I'm leaning against it and my elbows on the bar and I'm not drinking anything, but I'm looking around in maybe a way people watching.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me. One more time. Ooh, 14. Okay. You do notice something really strange. There's a little girl in here. Maybe
Oh.
about like 10 or 11.
Oh.
Hey, dog.
Have any parents or anything around her?
Sorry,
Like, does she
I'm
have-
sorry. What was your question?
Does she have any like adults around her that are like, I am your parent, I am your guardian?
No.
Do
not
I know
really.
this girl?
Roll for me. You might.
I'd be like,
You're gonna have to give me a quick 52. If I do, you have to give me a quick synapse.
Okay. You don't actually. You rolled higher than so you don't recognize this one. No.
All right, none of my problem.
little girls in horror. No.
Have fun, Katie. You're on your own.
Would Izzy have known the girl?
You can roll if you'd like.
Okay.
No, sorry. She was never in this bar.
Ah, okay.
This section, no.
Hmm.
Different people
I-
in the other one.
Do I know her?
You can roll.
Red rum.
65.
No, you don't. You don't recognize her at all. But she's got red hair. She's got tons of freckles. She's wearing like a green, oversized sweater and a scarf.
I'm gonna walk over to her and I'm gonna crouch down. Are you lost? Are you okay?
Why are you talking to me like I'm an idiot or a child? Are you all right?
Because you look like a child.
Okay, well, you look like an old lady.
Cool.
Does that mean
good
I'm
talk.
going to talk loud and slow right in your face and be super disrespectful? I didn't think so.
Okay, so who are you? And I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna tower over her.
My name is Beth.
Hi, Beth. Tell me something about yourself, Beth. Like why you look like a small infantile child person.
I don't think I want to talk to you.
All right, cool. Glad you're all right. And then I'm gonna turn around and walk back to the bar. And then I'm gonna just loudly say to the group, there is a lady child over there and she's super rude.
You did kind of walk up and, patronize her immediately.
I asked her if she was all right.
In a bar for people who are not people entirely.
Yeah, well, she was a bitch, okay? So,
I just sit on the stool, still cross-legged, and kind of make eye contact with her and go. Carry on.
I look over at that little girl and I just kind of look back to myself. I once picked a fight with a blind man and a bloodhound. That's nothing.
oh, you say I was patronizing. She talked to me like I was an old person.
Well, comparatively, you are.
You're gonna see a lot of weird stuff in this place.
Yes,
Mm.
you will.
This is nothing. This is like a Wednesday.
It's best not to make snap judgments.
I'm gonna
Come here on a Friday evening. Whoa.
turn around to the bar and see if it will give me 2 whiskey sours.
Oh, yeah. In fact, as you're turning to think I'm going to ask for this, they're already there.
I'm gonna grab him really quick and walk back over to the little girl.
Okay.
And I'm gonna slam a whiskey sour down.
Now that's more like it. What's your name?
Briar. Oh, Eris. You can call me Briar. I don't give a shit. What's your name?
Beth.
Oh yeah, you told me that already.
She takes the whiskey sour, lifts it, looks at you, and then downs it, and then sets it down.
I down my whiskey sour.
So you're
also.
kind of like competing. Is that it? I'm gonna have you roll for me.
I would just kind
See
of
how
look
well you
over at Brian while this.
Ooh, 89. Okay, she beats you. She's
I'll
able
look
to
over
like
at
cleanly. You
Professor
might
and I'm like-
even like cough a bit when you're like, but she
Nice.
yeah.
They won't know until they do.
I elbow Brian and go, I like her.
I don't think this is a normal women rivalry.
I look at Beth. That was pretty impressive. Are you allowed to drink? Should that have been something I asked prior to bringing this over?
If you're allowed in the bar, you're allowed to drink. How'd you get in here?
Yeah, I don't really know. I just got in here. What's so special about you, though? You intrigue me.
Why? Because I look small, innocent.
No, because you bite back.
I like that answer. Sit down.
I sit down. I probably have some like whiskey sour dribbling on my chin.
Your cheeks are already like a little
like
bit red.
the
You're like,
the egg white.
The egg white foam. So I'm like wiping my face off. Why are you here? Just a break from the real world, or?
no. My parents got murdered by a shadow monster.
That sucks.
Yeah. Lucky Rabbit took me in, and I've been here ever since. Never left.
What were your parents' name? So,
Joe and Mary. You don't have to roll for this. She's lying.
good old Joe and Mary.
Mm-hmm.
I also, I live in a mushroom in the
Oh, yeah?
forest. Yeah.
What
And,
color's the
I-
mushroom?
Well, it's like standard red with the white dots. And, you know, I have a friend. He's a frog.
Oh.
His name is Harold.
That sounds nice. Does he
Yeah,
croak?
Oh, yeah. And if you lick the mushroom, you get super high, which is a fucking bonus living in the forest. So
Sounds great. When can I visit?
whenever you want.
How about now?
It's kind of a drive.
You're just staring at each other. this sort of fight that you're having is really, really good, though. I like it.
I'm looking over. Can we hear this conversation? How far away are they?
I'd say it's really loud in the bar, and there's this way of giving privacy.
Yeah,
So if
yeah,
you're
like a
not
magical
really
privacy
supposed to
almost.
be in the conversation, you can't hear it. So you can probably see that they're talking, but you have no idea what they're saying to each other.
Okay. I'd still like look over at Brian and be like,
And she's no longer in a hurry anymore.
I'm just content with that. I can tell. I'm just like, good. That's what we need right now. I'm gonna look over at Echo. Like, what'd you think of the Caesar?
It was surprisingly nice.
Good. Now, do you want to try something completely different? Something like out of your spectrum. All right. It's beautiful, refreshing, even has a, it's going to sound weird, but a copper tinge at the end due to the nature of how it's made. Now, can you imagine a little shot of vodka for me, please?
This seems to
It
be what he
appears.
wants me to do, so I'm doing that.
It appears right there for you. In
Okay,
front of you.
so I imagine a Moscow Mule. For those who don't know, a Moscow Mule is vodka, ginger beer, lime juice, garnished with a slice of lime and then mint, like the leaf mint put into it, and it's usually in a copper glass, a
Mhm.
copper cup.
Okay.
Is that what it appears?
Yes, that's what appears. If that's what you're
Okay.
imagining. Wait, you're saying you're imagining that specifically?
A Moscow Mule, yes.
Okay. Are you imagining it for you, or are you imagining it
For me.
with the
For
intent?
me.
Okay.
Because it works. You imagine for yourself.
Yes.
So-
Yeah. Okay.
That's the way at least I know.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so then I slide that over to her. Put your vodka in that. Just give it a little swirl. Try that. Then I got something even close to that as well, which is more of like a Cuban thing.
Brian,
What?
Yeah.
having a newer being get incredibly
No,
smart.
no. This is, if there's any place to be doing this, it's here.
I understand. I more mean,
Let her
Good to-
explore. She's got her own
she's got her life
body
ahead of
thing
her.
going. Yeah, exactly. Let her try a little bit. I'm not. You know, I trust me. I know my limits.
Yeah, She
Okay.
doesn't know hers.
How are you feeling? You feeling good?
That's an interesting question. But if
Do
we're
you-
supposed to be fitting in, shouldn't you have one?
I am kind of fitting in my own way. The key is to just let the building cater you. And the way to do that best is to be comfortable. I'm comfortable. I'm sitting down. I got my water. I'm happy.
I'm still sitting cross-legged, and it looks like it would not be comfortable on a bar stool, but apparently that feels the most natural thing. And I'm
Go ahead, try. This is the best time. This is the best place. No tab. You're good. Give it a whirl. What do you think? This is the time to dip your toes into this world.
I'm running through in my head what Izzy's Brian was like. And this is setting off all sorts of memories.
So you'll have to roll for me. This is against your Izzy stat to see how much you remember.
Okay. For you, private,
Or just it, but it's fine. You can,
Just a
it
roll.
doesn't need to be private. It can be
58.
58. Okay, your
It's
Izzy stat is
Slightly over.
Yeah, slightly over.
But
Okay,
under the
so
gun.
it's a partial. So I'll let you role play that out, whatever you interpret a partial to be, but it's not entirely clear, but you remember something.
It's little flashes of actually being in the part of Izzy's flat that was her therapy room, her office, and then relaxing there and clinking a glass together each, and it seems this is the happy version that is in that memory that I don't remember seeing here before, but he always had a drink before, so I don't know what this is, but he seems to really want me to be trying this. I'm not.
Shall I describe my mind reset and reason for this, or just kind of keep that to myself right now?
Go for it. No. This is good.
Okay, so my mentality of this, of why I'm kind of like pushing Echo to try these drinks and stuff like that, my mind is that she's given this opportunity to kind of be a new person without any of her. She's a new being. She's her own thing now. The past is, regardless. I mean, as a person, went from alcoholism and a horrible tragedy in my life. I would only aspire at the max, like, to be what she is in her state right now. She's got a whole brand new life without any baggage from the past, in a sense. So it's fascinating to me. So I'm trying to, in a sense, a little bit live through her.
Yeah.
Of where she has this opportune chance, like, just everything's new and fresh, and it's exciting to me to watch.
You should have got here sooner. She would have liked to see you.
Kind of look
I
over
did.
at that comment.
Do I like
It was-
this one?
Good? You like it?
Don't know. I'm actually asking, PB. I don't know what I like.
Oh, yeah, just roll. Anything over, we're going to do the same scale. If it's like 90, you don't really like it that much. There you go. Yeah, you love this one.
Oh,
So good. I mean, it's also up to you. You don't have to roll for it. You can just choose what you like or what you don't like.
Oh, that's nice.
Make sure your lips make contact with the cup as it goes in. The cup is vital.
What else would I do? Just pour it into my face?
Well, some people like to, have the lips on top of the cup. They don't like to have the bottom lip kind of caress the cup. Caress the cup with the bottom lip. Let it pour over into it. Trust me, it sounds stupid. I know. But this is one of those drinks where you have to do it that way. There's a reason to why it's in that cup, and you're going to find out. Savor it. This is one of those things where we just take small amounts at a time.
Okay.
Leo, what are you doing right now? How are you feeling about this conversation?
I mean, it feels a little uncomfortable because it. Sorry, that's just gonna make you almost spit or drink out. A little uncomfortable, in the sense of this is a new being, and he doesn't want to have to babysit drunk Echo. Because he remembered having to babysit a bunch of drunks the last time he was in here with people that went in the rabbit for the very first time.
Yeah, and probably a bunch
He
of
also remembers
drunk Brian's.
Yeah, but he also remembers
many
Trick
times.
getting water from the rabbit that sobered him up immediately. So
Yeah.
after he remembers that, he's like, oh, that's not that big of a deal. The other thing he's thinking about is, what would a Wraithborn drink here? Because he remembers distinctly the Revenants drinking what he could only assume was blood or something, and he's not sure about that. Sia doesn't drink, and he doesn't plan on it.
Are you sitting there kind of pondering to yourself, can I see this? You're just kind of in your own place?
Yeah, he's just kind of thinking, and he has his book out, kind of tapping it.
If I see Brian,
I'm gonna make him think. Hey, Professor.
What was that?
What do you want to drink? And then just him, so that he starts thinking about it, that it appears. I know the tricks of this place. So I'm like, what do you want to drink? So he doesn't even have to say it. He's already thinking about
another
it.
coffee would appear immediately.
Okay, another coffee appears immediately. Brian probably
that's not what he was
tickled over
thinking.
this.
Not good enough. Not good enough. What do you want in that?
More caffeine.
I'm looking at that back wall and I'm pointing at it with all the liquor bottles. What do you want in it?
None of that.
Oh. Something different, huh?
I don't drink, Brian.
Well, neither do I. There's got to be something on the menu. It's a big menu.
Yeah, that's actually what I was pondering about. I don't know what.
This is really good.
You like
I
it?
believe you.
It's good, right? Yeah, exactly. Another segue to that one is a mojito. That is a key one as well. That's a good one to go off of that one. It's a mojito. If you like that refreshing thing.
Some of the names are ringing bells faintly from Izzy, but
Yeah.
I don't have the taste memory to go with it. And
Yeah, the only thing that Izzy would probably get would have been G&T's,
Yeah.
because Theo probably made them for her
Yeah.
at home.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I like, even as he's talking about that, I'm still thinking more what would more or less undead drink.
Yeah. So when you're thinking about the undead, are you're thinking about it like you have your little notepad out and you're like, it seemed like they were drinking this, and you're taking notes about them?
Yeah, a
or are you
little
just kind
bit of
like,
that, and then pausing and thinking more
what do I drink now?
yeah, what do I drink? Do I need to eat anymore? I'm pretty sure I do, because my body is still alive,
Yeah.
but it's fucked up.
Yeah. Do I, need to survive on human blood? Now, when you're thinking about this, are you thinking about it? Is it bothering you to think about it like this? Are
No.
you worried that you might have to suck some blood, or is it just kind of
No, he
No?
gave up a long time ago. That
Right.
that doesn't bother him anymore.
right?
That's part of why he avoided it for so long.
So he's just well, I wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Not even bothered. Amazing. I love it. Okay, nothing appears before you, Theo.
Okay.
I nudge. I nudge Echo. I lean in. It was this one time when I was here a long time ago. A rabbit came in the door, right? And he was experiencing this whole process, and I knew going into this that the minute that person left the door, they weren't going to remember anything. And I don't know what got into my brain of where this was a good idea, but I struck up a conversation with this person, right? And we started just talking the small talk about the towns and where he's from, and he starts spilling off about like, oh, this place is crazy, and I'm learning all these. It was basically like this weird magical puberty thing that he was kind of spilling off on me, and I convinced him to try a Canadian mojito. He's like, I don't know what that is. And I'm like, well, let me get you one. And what I did was that I imagined in my head a glass of moose piss with a pine cone in it. And so it appeared, and I just passed it on to this guy, right? This new guy, right? And he smells it, and he's instantly like, "Oh, it's strong! Like, don't, it's foreign." And he I shit you not, he chugs the whole thing back. I thought he'd be like a sip. No, he took the whole thing back and plopped it on the counter. He's like, "I don't know if I like that." I was.
Don't know. Does that mean, what's that phrasing about?
I've never tried moose piss, but apparently you can stomach it. And so I'm trying to hold in my laughter so hard. I'm drunk as fuck, so it's just like this whole other layer. But that was a different time.
You are an awful person.
It was a spur of the moment. It was one of my rough days here.
Oh.
But yeah, this place Echo can be a warm blanket. It can definitely be a warm blanket on a very cold night. But also with a treacherous one. So if anyone asks you for a Canadian mojito, I don't recommend it, dear.
I consider myself very lucky that these haven't been moose piss. I assume
that you know of.
It's a wide menu. It's a wide menu. Anything
I'd
you
rather
want.
not have a menu that wide.
That's probably why they don't print it, Echo. It's crazy.
So why are you not? This is fun. Why?
It was fun. It was fun. I don't regret the moments that I had in here. I regret the reasons. Yeah, I try to keep touch with the people around this place and stuff like that, but you know, when you kind of have to disconnect yourself from that world, you have to kind of rip off the entire bandage, right? You can't keep pieces. It's kind of like quitting smoking, and then all of a sudden, you know, your smoker friends don't hang out. It's the same. I guess you don't even know what smoking really. How much do you know? Like what's transferred over? You don't want me asking. Like, how much do you know about reality? Does that make any sense? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so weird talking to you about this. I mean, because like, you're so. I don't know. It's like watching a young kid just experiencing everything for the first time. It's fascinating the fuck out of me.
Have you ever read a book over and over and over, or watched the same movie a lot to the point where you?
I watched Lord of the Rings an unhealthy amount of times. Yeah, I know.
And that, she's my Lord of the Rings.
Okay, so you jumped into this world on a single track of whatever. Am I getting this right? So like, whatever is the experience, basically, that's all you know, and that tracks you. That's fascinating.
It's a bit more complicated than that, but it's.
Well, I bet, absolutely.
It's like when you watch a movie, you don't get the smells or the tastes, but you know the plot.
Okay, yeah, okay, now I get it. All right, I get it. So you've seen it, but you've never. Okay. You know, one sense isn't key, but the rest of them. Okay. Man, you got a world to explore now. My God. You haven't done anything. You haven't slept? You haven't really eaten? Really? Oh my God, you're going to love food. You're going to love food. I can tell. Izzy loved a good meal. The finer, the better. My God, I used to cook in this mean top sirloin. I Worcestershire sauce all over it, ground salt and pepper, and it was seared so that it was just like brutal black on the outside, but like really raw on the inside, high temperature. She loved that.
You were friends.
Yeah, we were. She was one of the few that got in. I'm a tough egg to crack, but when everyone tries to keep pressing at the top of the bomb of the egg, they never break it. She was the one that came in sidelining with a hammer and
That
got
sounds
right in.
about right.
She was so funny. So funny. Just that dry, witty humor that you don't see in a lot of people. So good. The worst part about it was sometimes it felt like a one-sided relationship or friendship, I should say, where she knew so much about me. Profession, obviously. The profession did that. But I didn't really know that much about her. She was, it's that comedic wit. She was so good at deflecting the questions, right? The minute you try to get something about her, she'd turn into a joke and put it back on you. And I feel kind of bad. Never got to really know her better. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Kind of makes it feel like she carried all the weight. She had a lot of weight on her shoulders. Weight of her patience, myself. And after getting to know her, I would have been willing to share that load. Yeah. You liking that drink? You want something else a little different, or are you getting a little tipsy? I gotta be careful. You gotta be a chaperone here. Now, mind you, when you leave the building, life's better. But while you're here, you might as well indulge a little bit, right? So maybe one at a time. Try something like that. Maybe we can go something small, something real small, and then work our way up. How about something more dainty? You ever done the dainty thing? That's not an easy thing. I get it, but you might like it. It's you, because it's you now. Just think you gotta remember.
I'm running through in my head what he's just said and trying to fit it in with the ideas I've had of her and the idea that she had of her.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm starting to feel buzzed because this is a lot very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm torn between just pissing myself laughing and crying because this is a weird, overwhelming sensation.
Can I get the vibe off her of this? Like this emotion she's going through?
Sad. It's not like I feel
I'm
sad.
dead sober.
I don't think she can hide it, to be honest with you. I think everything is on her face. I don't know if she's learned how to do that yet, so it's probably super readable. However, before we continue, meanwhile, during this conversation, Theo, I gotta ask you some questions, Theo. How were you feeling during Mr. Miller's telling of his relationship with Izzy?
He's not happy about that.
I didn't think so. So we had a little bit of private dialogue, so I'm going to ask you some of these questions again out loud. Is he feeling jealous about this conversation?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And how does he feel about the situation in general?
He's got to save her so she can be his again. And after thinking that line, he stands up, taps the counter, gets his G&T and sets it next to him on the other chair, and then goes into the back room.
Okay. Now, I had you roll something, and I need to know, in this moment, and you must be honest with me, in this moment, does Theo want to hurt Brian?
No.
Okay.
That would go against what needs to be done.
Perfect. Please continue to the back room. Meanwhile, Briar and Beth. Yeah, okay, so do you ride the toad?
No, that's rude. That's my friend. Why would I fucking ride the toad?
Sometimes you ride your friends.
I don't know where you come from, but no. Well, no. Harold doesn't
Suit yourself.
get ridden. Anywho, tell me about yourself.
Well, what do you want to know?
Can you like read minds or something?
No, why? And even if I could, I couldn't do it here. That'd be
Can you
breaking the
fly?
rules. No, I can't fly. Can you?
No, not really.
Flying's a dumb power anyway.
Yeah. Do you have like laser vision?
No.
Hmm.
You?
No, but I wish I did.
Why? Laser vision's also dumb power.
Well, that's your opinion.
Well, you can't use it in the real world. Everyone's gonna see lasers coming out of your eyes. You get arrested and put down so fast, a sleeper would be on you like nothing.
Yeah, like a sleeper. What's a sleeper?
You don't know what a sleeper is? You know, they come and take
No,
care
well,
of the...
I know. Do you know what a sleeper is?
Yeah, of course I know what a sleeper is. I just made the reference.
Then explain it to me.
You don't know what a sleeper is, do you? All right, you give me another drink and I'll tell you what a sleeper is.
Fine, what do you want?
Got another one of those.
Do I have to go back to the bar? Can I look at the table and
No, they will appear. Yeah, it'll appear.
So I get one for her and then I get one for myself too.
Ah. So when you're thinking of it though, are you thinking two for me, or are you thinking like one for me and one for her?
One for Beth and one for me.
Okay. So the one for Beth does not appear, just the one for you.
Then I'm going to slide it over to Beth.
Yeah. Great.
And then
thanks.
I'm going to think about myself getting one and
Yep, and one will appear for you. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So, sleepers. They're like, they Ghostbusters. They come in and take care of anybody that's being too loud. That might scare the rabbits. I don't want to cause a scene.
Like, are there any around right now? And I'm just going to scan the room.
Oh, no, they're not allowed in here. Are you kidding me? Nobody would come in here.
What about like out there though? And I motion towards the door.
Oh, where? Give it out. I
Wherever,
don't know where you're from.
Okay, yeah. Full disclosure, I'm new at this.
Yeah,
Beth.
I noticed.
Yeah. Okay, well at least I'm honest.
Are you though? A toad?
I mean, obviously I don't. Yeah,
mushroom?
you, Joe and Mary, your mom and dad. So who started this
caught
out
that,
on
did
the
you?
wrong foot? Oh yeah, I did. Wasn't
Oh,
flawless.
well, Detective Breyer. I mean, Eris.
Yeah, I tried to come up with something there. I just couldn't. Beth, sorry. Can you explain to me what sleepers do?
Well, yeah.
Why they show up?
Her face softens a little bit and she puts her drink down and she dangles her feet more like a child a little bit. If somebody is out of line, they take care of it. It's too dangerous for the rabbits to know we exist.
Okay.
You got to keep it quiet. You got to keep it down. You got to not use your real name in here. You got to follow the rules. If you don't follow the rules, they come and take care of it.
Is your name not really Beth?
No.
Why don't you have like a cool name? Like,
Because you don't pick your own name usually. It's usually what other people call you in the bar, and then it just sticks. And
people just started calling you Beth?
Well, yeah, it's based off of some stupid horror show or movie or something. There's like a creepy girl named Beth, so they just started calling me Beth because I look like a child. It's not very fun, but it's my
No.
name.
Well,
People can
I
be
like you.
assholes.
Yeah.
I like you too. So you the one that they've been talking about?
what do you mean?
She just looks at you. Her expression does not change.
They're talking about me? Particularly me.
Maybe I was wrong.
Or like the whole group, and then I'm gonna motion towards the bar, towards all of them.
Yeah, I guess the whole group. Though there's some missing, right?
Yeah.
Would I notice then for like waving?
If you, yeah, you can actually, because you're super sober
Okay.
and you're awake. Yeah, you can notice.
So what do I see? What's the mood I see between these two? The tension,
It's very.
if any.
I would say they're having a serious conversation, but there's no animosity between them anymore. Like there was that
serious
competition before,
conversation?
yeah, but they seem to be, at least from Beth, you're not getting any kind of,
Do I notice that they're sharing the same drink?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You think to
all
look
right.
and check, then yeah.
Okay. I got an idea. So I'm like, hey, Briar. And I lean away from Echo and I imagine a coaster with a note written on it.
What does the note say?
If they don't know the drink, that's your fuel, or that's your bargaining chips. So if, like, for example, because you can make up any drink in your mind, and if they really like it, don't tell them what the drink is, because then they can make it themselves. So if they really like that drink, you use that as ammunition. It's like, right, I really like that. What is that? It's something I know about. It's like, we got to tell me. Well, what would it cost to know what that drink is? So I send a little message, if they don't know the drink, that's your ammunition. And here, you should probably have a coaster when you're in this bar. You want to keep the counters clean. And I just hand it to her and tap the top so she reads it.
I'll read it quickly as I put it down, and I give him like a knowing glance. Thank you.
No problem. And I just nod my glass and I lean back into Echo and whatever we were talking about, we're back to that.
Do I remember hearing about the cleaners?
Oh God. I think it has been mentioned outside of this bar. Yes, I think Theo has said the cleaners are coming. So you can roll for me if you want, or I will give you the benefit of the doubt because I think Theo's mentioned it. Yeah, Dan just said Theo has.
Okay.
So yeah, you do remember.
So I'll lean in a little bit to Beth. What are cleaners? Are they different than sleepers?
We don't call them that here.
What do you?
That's same thing. Yeah, they're the same thing. They just have a different name in different areas. But yeah, we cleaners, sleepers, same thing. Rangers,
Rangers?
Yeah. They just have different names in different places.
So they're like bad guys?
I don't know, not really. I mean, I guess it depends on your view of bad. They just keep the peace, in fact.
So they're like police officers of this. And I just motion around the Lucky Rabbit.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Occult paladins.
Play D&D?
Yeah. I do, actually. Do you?
Yeah, I did a little bit. I haven't found a good group here that likes to play it, so.
Oh, well, there's a group here that plays in the Lucky Rabbit every Tuesdays.
No shit. Do they need
Yeah.
like another person?
Absolutely. If you want to come play, I'll let them know.
Okay.
What
yeah,
class do you play?
Well, I like elf, high elf, but I'm willing to play whatever.
I should have seen that. So, okay.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Yeah, but I like to play like something that's really doesn't make sense, so I can really mix some things up.
Okay, so like a bard.
Yeah, high elf bard.
Okay, all right. I'll let them know.
Okay. Is there anything you want to know about me, Beth?
Well, if you're asking about the cleaners, I assume that you're the ones they've been talking about. With
Yeah.
the end of the world and all that.
Yeah, and I slump a little bit onto the table. Yeah. The world just might be over, so maybe find someone else for Thursdays just in case. Backup plan.
Tuesdays. Okay.
Oh, you have two. Now there you go.
You seem a little stressed about this now that we're talking about it. Can I help?
Well, like, how could you help?
I don't know. What's your problem?
I narrow my eyes at her because
She's smiling now. You can
The
tell
whole-
there's like an exchange about to occur. Yeah, she's
the whole distrust of everyone that Briar meets is creeping in. I mean, I don't really know that you could help.
Oh, you're right. I probably couldn't.
Can you like reverse time or, make sure I was never born? Is that something?
She looks down at her drink and then looks back up at you. You gotta be careful what you are willing to trade.
Which, I mean, it's a joke. I mean, I guess, in some ways, though, it's not really, maybe I'm kind of serious.
Yeah, I know. And so can everybody else in here.
So what are you supposed to do? Come in here and pretend to be somebody else? Like, you can't be yourself here. You gotta pretend to be some sort of, like, elitist version of yourself.
Sort of, yeah. That's a good way to survive. It's one way to survive.
It's supposed to protect us, but, like, you can't actually get help here.
You can get help here. You just have to be careful about what you're willing to trade. And who are you getting help from?
See that guy? And I'm gonna point to the hawker.
Oh, yeah.
I have this ring, right? He wants it, but he wasn't fully honest with me.
Oh, of course. Well, he's, he just wants your things.
So, like, there's like this air of distrust in this entire establishment.
Yeah.
Everybody's pretending to be something they're not. We all can't use our real names. Like, this is not.
I'm gonna tap back. Go like I was just saying, going to the bathroom. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I just have a call I gotta make anyway.
Oh yeah,
so.
yeah. Okay. Okay, so there's an air of distrust.
Yeah, you can't, like, this is not a safe haven. This is a pretend to be something you're not haven and to get free alcohol.
Have you run into any one of us out where you're from? She kind of lowers her voice a little bit. Probably not supposed to be talking about this.
Do I see anybody that I recognize from my hometown?
No.
Or where I live now?
Nope.
No. But, like, what's to say this is not, like, some sort of psychosis? And maybe I'm just, like, strung out on the street, like, super high on PCP or something.
Well, that's possible. You could be, but you're not. And also, trust me, this is a safe haven compared to running into one of us out there.
Okay, well then, what do you suggest if I need to find help? How do I get it here?
What's the nature of your problem?
End of the world.
Got it. Okay. But what do you need to help you solve that problem?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Well, there you go. You figure what that is, and then you figure out what you're willing to trade, and then you come and have a discussion with somebody. And if the person you talk to can't help you, then you find somebody else.
What do you mean trade?
Well, everything comes at a cost, Briar.
So there's like no sort of money system here. It's just, what you're willing to
Right.
trade?
Yeah.
Like a bartering system?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you could say offhandedly as a joke, but deep down secretly sort of maybe mean it, say something like, could you maybe make it that I was never born? Somebody might be able to grant that wish, and then you've offered it. So you got to be careful with shit like that. It could be something like your ring or whatever. It could be a magical item. It could be you owe me a favor. We're all from different places, as you know. Some of us need certain things that don't exist in our realms anymore, or whatever you want to call it, realities.
I'm going to lower my voice and get closer to her.
She leans in.
You know anybody who could stop a time loop?
She leans back and looks up at you. She looks a little frightened of you. You are the group that they've been talking about. You're the reason the rabbit's dying?
Well, I'd like to point out, is Theo, did he go to the bathroom? Or is Theo
didn't.
still...
Oh, no. Theo went into the back room. So
Okay.
we'll say probably just because of timing and how long their conversation was, it's probably you point to him as he's getting up and walking into the back room.
You see crazy hair over there?
Yeah?
He fell in love and then decided to fuck everybody's world up.
Okay.
So, if you really want to point fingers, it's him and someone named Adisabello.
Is that a real name?
Oh, hell yeah, it's a real name. I'm not protecting her anymore.
I think I can help you. Come back in 2 hours.
Do I need to bring anything?
What's the most valuable thing you have, Briar?
Ooh, you're gonna do like, I'm the devil and I'm gonna take your soul kind of thing?
I don't want your soul.
Okay, that's good.
Is that the most valuable thing that you have?
No, I honestly probably have to think about it a little bit.
Yeah. If you were so quick to trade it, it's probably not the most valuable thing that you have.
I'll find something worthwhile. Does it have to be from me or can it be like a group collaboration?
It can be a group collaboration. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
It's got to be something good, something juicy. You know?
Okay.
Good trauma, good secret. I'm great with those.
Okay.
Information is also worthwhile. It doesn't have to be something creepy like a soul.
What exactly can you help with? Before I
know some people that can maybe do some scrying for us.
some what?
Some scrying. You play D&D. You know, look into a glass orb. I can kind of see what's going on. They can spy on this person that you gave me the full name of.
Let's be real though. Like that seems like hocus pocus magic. I didn't know that was actually a thing that people could do. So
Oh, yeah, it's actually, oh, sweetie. Yeah, it's actually a thing.
Okay. Well,
You're in for a treat. So that's why we don't use real names here, because names have power. Names help you find people. Sometimes all you need is a name. Don't forget that.
well, I hope you can find her.
I can at least get you some information. If it's as crazy as you say it is, I'll probably be able to find something. But you gotta give me something too. Everything comes at a cost. This isn't for free.
But you can, well, you can't guarantee that you'll save the world though. Just get me info.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what the info is. If it's big enough, then maybe.
All right. Well, I'll be back in 2 hours.
Okay.
Might still be around here, but I won't bother you. So I'll get up and grab the coaster and my whiskey sour. You like this drink?
Yeah, it's really good. I quite like it. What is it?
Oh, it's just something that I've had, you know.
She smiles.
I'll talk to you in a couple hours.
You're a fast learner, Briar. I mean, Eris.
You call me whatever you want. So I just turn around and walk away from her.
Amazing. Do you head to the bar where those two are, or do you head to the back where Theo went?
I head to where Echo is.
Okay, amazing. As you walk away and towards Echo, you can probably see Briar is walking towards you now, and the little girl that she was talking to is gone.
Just look across the room for a little bit, just like shake my head and look at the drink and look at the color of my hair, like remembering that kid, and it's like just strange seeing something. It's an unfamiliar color.
When you look back to where she was sitting, there is now a paper crane in her place.
That intrigues me.
Can I go back and grab the paper crane?
Do you look behind you? I assumed you were being all like super cop and like walking away without looking.
If
But
Echo
yeah,
was
if
looking
Echo's
over, I'd
looking,
probably
yeah,
check
okay.
back a couple
Then yeah,
times.
yeah, you see the paper crane.
So I'm gonna walk back to Echo. Is there anything written on it?
Oh, look at you. You have a paper crane. There's nothing written on it.
Okay. My granny made this for me. And I'm just gonna set it down at the bar between Echo and I. I made a new friend.
Yeah. What was that about?
She might be able to help.
Help.
Apparently, I'm gonna lower my voice. Everyone's talking about us and how the world's gonna end, and you know, I don't think it's good.
No. Maybe not. But she's gonna help.
She said to come back in 2 hours, but I need to trade with her, so I gotta think of something good.
Ooh, careful. What is she?
I don't know. She said something about D&D, and then she also, you know, knows people who can look into like balls and see things. You know, like the hocus pocus, like, ooh, look into this magic crystal ball.
Do I remember? Do I recognize what that could be?
Sorry, anytime you try to access Izzy, you can roll for against Izzy's knowledge.
Cool. Oh.
Nope. Not a clue.
97. No clue what that is. Okay.
So it would be really helpful if Jazz was here. And just look around the bar.
The door is open.
To the back.
Yeah.
Where's Brian? Where'd Theo go? I mean, I saw Theo go back there, but where'd Brian go?
Bathroom, I think. And I'm just staring at the door, and it's kind of tiny little flickers of the other rooms. And I really want to go through that door. But
The
I
back room.
know I'm not invited, so...
Well,
maybe-
I'm gonna stand up and look at Echo. Like, I'm gonna point at the door. Do you want to come with me?
This place, it has opinions. You might not want to go where you're not invited.
Well, apparently this place is dying because of us too. That's a fun fact I got.
Because of him.
Apparently we're just leaving a trail of destruction behind us. I have a feeling we're allowed in more places than you might think.
I think that's a great place to take a break.
Yes, please. Holy shit.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, indeed.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I didn't expect you guys to come here this episode. That's all I got to say about that. Woohoo! Oh,
Thank
what
you.
was that? That was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. All right, we're gonna go take a break. This is your cue, everybody, also to go ahead and stretch your legs, get a drink, go to the bathroom, wash your piss mittens, and we will return shortly.
Oh.
Tablestory's Nocturne. We'll be right back. Sit. Stay. Good girl. Tablestory's Nocturne will be right back. Sit. Stay. Good girl. Tablestory's Nocturne will be right back. Sit. Stay. Good girl.
Hello? We're back. Surprise! Hello. We have returned. I hope you washed your piss mittens.
I hope so too.
Piss mittens in the chat, please. Story mitt. Story mitt. Okay. We're going to dive right back in. Welcome back. Well, thank you. Welcome back to you too. We're going to dive right back in to the two of you at the bar. Theo is still in the back.
Mhm.
Oh, my music. Hold on. There we go. All's right with the world.
My groove moment.
You want to
My
wait here?
groove. Sorry.
My groove. You want to come with me? You want to wait for Brian, or?
I'll just stare at the door and look at my drink. And I it's not like I can hear Izzy, but I can remember how she might have wanted to react, or just like little flickers of what her impulse would be.
And what is her impulse?
Her impulse would be to do the thing and ask forgiveness later.
How do you feel about that idea? Do the thing and ask for forgiveness later.
I think if you'd asked me an hour ago, I would not like that at all. That seems like a good way to get us in trouble. It seems a good way to getting us off the course that we need to be on to sort this out.
Okay.
But
what changed? Just the drink, or was it something else?
no,
Was it Brian's
just the
story?
perspective. A little bit of the story.
Yeah.
A little bit of realizing that watching something from the outside is not the same as living it. And sometimes a risk might be worth it.
What did you think of that story, by the way? He served animal piss, to a stranger and thought it was funny.
I thought that was hilarious.
You thought it was funny too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Some of the other things stuck out and made me uncomfortable.
What
Especially
made you uncomfortable?
when he said that he didn't know much about her. And that echoes what Theo has said. And it's just tickling at the back of my brain that maybe she was right
About what?
about herself.
Do you want to
Or that-
elaborate on that? It's okay if you don't want to. I don't want you to.
No, just some of the negative things we think about ourselves can be true. And I can't figure out if that's right or not.
Now, I have a question for you. Are you thinking that about yourself, or are you thinking that about her?
The separation's difficult because she's the only frame of reference I've got. You know, our
She's
our
more like
past
a
is
character
us.
in a movie,
She's
right?
a character in a book,
Yeah.
but there was no person reading the book, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. So it's the only emotional and logical and experience. It's like looking at a film of yourself that you don't remember filming and trying to figure out why you're doing the things you're doing and whether you approve of it. It's very strange, and especially Brian seems nice.
Yeah.
All is these memories of him, not that one, but
Yeah.
the nice ones. I feel that. Again, feels a strange word, but when he was talking about her sense of humor, that kind of dry wit and that memory is there for me, and seeing how much joy that brings him, I'm kind of like, maybe she's not as bad as she thought she was.
Okay.
But then he says that he doesn't know things about her, and that makes me think maybe it's the other thing. And there's only one part of that I would ever want. She spent so long hating herself.
Whoa. Sorry,
Oh.
my cat just like jumped and yanked my hat and earmuffs off. All right, I'm ready. Sorry. She spent so much time doing what?
Hating herself and fighting what she thought she could be.
Well, that's a tough place to be in. Please roll for me.
For you.
Yes. Private. Did that go? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong fucking thing. Okay. You see that number though, and that is good for you. So I will let you role play out how you kind of overcome or put these complicated feelings aside. It can be detachment, it can be whatever you'd like. And I believe Briar is going to walk into the back, right?
Mm.
Like Briar's like, you gonna come with me? And you were kind of like, yeah, because, shoot first, ask questions later. Or
Yeah.
ask
I'm gonna
forgiveness.
pick up the paper crane.
Oh, okay, you're gonna take it with you? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
I'll grab her by the arm as she's walking though,
Okay.
and go. Just in case, maybe stay behind. You're
So what do you
important.
stay behind you? No. I mean, it's gonna be fine. I'll go first, and then if I blow up, then just take over for me.
Don't blow up.
I don't really want to, but
No. There can't be anymore.
well, it's not. But like we might blow up anyway, so. Come on, let's
Try-
go.
No. Okay.
And but then I stop and I grab her arm gently.
Mhm.
But if you don't want to go, you don't have to come. If you want to just, do your little tour around the world with Brian with drinks, that's fine too. It's up to you.
And put the drink down. Okay. Let's go.
Okay. And I'll turn around and I'm gonna walk through the door.
As you are walking through the door, I just need you to roll real quick. One more time.
Both of us.
Nope, just Briar. Oh yeah, okay. As you're walking through the door, you bump into somebody that's leaving. Fairly tall gentleman, dark hair, pale skin. He's wearing a black pea coat, and he just walks out, brushes by you. Oh, excuse me, and then continues to leave.
Can I grab his arm?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna grab his arm. You, sir, are not excused. What is your name?
Hello. It's nice to meet you. I have to go somewhere now.
It's really impolite to not answer someone's question.
And it's really impolite to grab someone's arm and prevent them from leaving. I don't know you, do I?
Hey, and I'm gonna let go of his arm. You ran into me. I mean, I don't know if you remembered this.
And I apologized. Excuse me. I'm sorry, miss.
I just rolled to see if Izzy would have recognized this person.
You do not.
I don't recognize him either.
No, you do not.
I'm gonna watch him leave.
Okay. So you look and then you just don't say anything after that exchange?
Does he just turn and walk away from me, or is he still looking at me?
He's looking at you because he said, and I apologized. I'm sorry. Excuse me, miss. He won't just
You are
walk
forgiven, sir.
Okay.
But I just, it's a social bar.
off. Oh, well, I'm not looking for that, but thank you.
Oh, excuse me, looking for what?
Just
Becoming a prostitute?
no, to socialize? I'm sorry.
I
We
think
got off
I
on the
look at
wrong
Echo.
foot. Yeah,
I think he just said I was a prostitute.
No. I don't think that's what's happening here. Sorry.
that's all right. It's really not what's happening here, and I do apologize, but I have to go. Have a good night.
Why don't you buy me a drink to make it up for me?
I'm again, miss. You're not my type. I'm sorry. I don't know any other way to say this. And I
look at
really
him.
have to go. I'm short for time. But I will happily tap on the bar for you, and the bar will get you whatever you like.
I look at him and I do that Robert De Niro thing from Meet the Fockers, where I point them at him. I'm not interested in you either. And then I try to go through the back door.
And I kind
He
of
looks
look.
so confused. Do you look back at him, Echo? He's like
I'm
so
kind of looking
confused as to
between
what's
him
just
and her,
happened.
and I don't know who to please right now.
Yeah, he
I'm
looks really confused. Then he
looking at
kind of
him like-
looks to you like, what is with her? Like, what just happened?
She's. having a weird day. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. You know, you have a good day now.
And you?
Thank you. And he leaves.
And I follow her.
I'll see Echoes behind me and
Yeah. So you're
Trying to
watching
get-
him leave, right?
yeah.
Okay. You can go ahead and roll again if you'd like.
59.
Yeah. So he just walks out the door. When he leaves, when he opens the door, it looks like your street. However, that strikes you as odd. It's definitely Athmore.
That guy, I was trying to get his name.
In the place where you don't use names.
Yeah, but sometimes people slip up.
How do you get to be like that? You just...
I used to like try really hard to please everybody. Now you be quiet, you sit down. You say yes to too many things, you do too much for other people, and considering that stuff might not last much longer, I don't see much of a point.
That's like a gut punch. And I push past her and go straight up through the door.
Is that a gut punch because you feel that way and now you realize you only feel that way because it's Briar's feelings?
It's partly that.
Yeah.
It's partly a realization that the end goal of all this, the whole save the world thing,
Yeah.
was never my choice. I don't even know if I have a choice. But it's
Well, where you're from, it is understood that it's necessary.
yeah,
So,
it's necessary.
yeah.
But then all I've got experience-wise in my head is that responsibility towards what needs to happen, and Izzy's memories of trying to be liked, of trying to be what's good for other people, of throwing herself in front of cars to help other people. And I need to find a balance. There has to be a balance. And right now I've had enough booze to take a risk.
After these two things, I would say when you walk through this door, you're completely sober.
Mhm.
Briar, you walk through the door as well, right?
Yeah.
After you watch this guy leave? Okay. Same. If you had any buzz or anything, you are now completely sober as you walk through this door. As you two walk through the door to head to the back room, Brian, you walk out of the bathroom and you're like, where'd everybody fucking go? Because they're all gone. However, you do see that the back door, which normally remains, it looks like a wall if you're not invited. You do see that the door is open for you. It's a door you've been through before. Many a time, I'm sure.
Okay, I'd probably go through it then.
Okay.
Because see if they went that way.
So you guys go into a back room where Theo is. Theo, are you sitting?
If there was someone here already seated, I would have sat.
There was nobody here.
If there's like a table that's set or like out,
Yeah.
I probably would have sat. Like with the like.
You've got the long Chesterfield couches that kind of wrap around the entire room, and then there's a coffee table in the middle, and it's just a private room. There's like a TV up on the wall, but there's nothing on it or anything.
Yeah, I probably would have sat. If
Okay.
no one was in here and like I knew we were invited, or like I was like, hey, meet me in the back room. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. Like, so I would have sat down and made myself comfortable and probably been like, I'd like another coffee.
Yeah,
And if
okay.
anything, I'm just sipping at a coffee back there.
And what are you thinking about?
We need to get answers.
Okay.
I need answers. I need to know what the next step is. I think I know the next step, but Lee has been trying to lead me, so I need to talk to Lee
Yeah.
to get this stuff figured out.
Okay. You roll. Can you roll for me?
Yeah. Private?
Public's fine.
Okay. 87.
You wait for about 5 minutes, and then your friends come in. Briar and Echo come in, and then Brian's not short behind them.
Ah, good.
So, who we meeting?
Not sure yet. Not usually how invitations always work.
I go straight up to the. You're on a couch, right?
Yep, in Chesterfield.
Yeah, I sit on the couch right next to him and just kind of.
Yes.
I walk around the room and start touching things.
Ooh, what are you touching?
What's around?
Okay, you've got the television and you've got the Chesterfields and the coffee table. That's pretty much it. It's pretty empty. Other
I'm
than
gonna
that.
turn. I like run my finger on the wall and drum on things I shouldn't, and then I'm gonna turn on the TV.
Roll for me, please.
Like I see a message. I probably got like a small smile to myself, like waiting for something to get fucked up because of this.
What are you thinking about, Briar?
I'm thinking like, I wonder if they have the same kind of TV that we do.
Guess what? They don't. You turn the TV on and you see yourself.
Is it like a camera of myself, or is
yeah,
it like?
it looks like a camera of yourself, but you're not here. You're in the sleepy bean.
I'm gonna cross
coffee.
my arms and just watch it. Is anything interesting happening? Or I'm just making coffees.
You're making coffee. It seems to be like a day that you maybe vaguely remember. Just any other day. There's no volume. The volume's muted, so unless you turn it up, like
I would turn it up.
Okay, all right, you turn it up, and probably the most horrific thing you could imagine happens. You hear your inner dialogue, the things you think to yourself that you think nobody else can hear. It's playing on the telly for all of your friends to hear as well.
What are you thinking about?
What you thinking about? I'll tell you, because this isn't Briar. This is Blair, and this is after her encounter with a certain Tim.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh.
Oh my god, he's so hot. He is. Oh my. Okay, stop. Play cool. He just, he gets this every day. Just, smile. Don't be weird about it. Oh my god. How can he be like this? How can a human look like him? Just need to okay, it's fine. Okay, he's coming over. Okay. Okay, head. All right, Zach.
Then they have a dialogue.
Oh. I'm gonna keep my arms crossed, and I'm just gonna let it play. And I'm gonna look at all of them.
I'm sitting cross-legged like a small child watching Saturday morning cartoons. Grinning.
What the fuck is this?
It looks
It's my
like
favorite show.
Is there a Theo channel? And I'm gonna start changing the dial.
Okay. I need some rolls from anybody who was maybe intently watching that channel real quick. So everybody just go ahead and roll for me.
I think I probably wasn't, because I remember that day.
Ah, yeah, I know. Ooh, doubles! Okay, so Theo, then I will say you notice this then. As she's getting ready to go change the channel, you hear the man ask if she's seen Joe. And I don't think you know that. I don't think any of you know that they were looking for a man named Joe. Yeah, okay.
Oh no, Joe Williams was one of the names on the reel of the people that were missing in the Sleepy Bean.
Yes.
Joe Williams
so,
was.
yeah, you see him asking, have you seen Joe? And then you might see her go, oh, yeah, he's a regular. And then she switches the channel.
Yeah.
And we're going to go to Mr. Miller. But this doesn't have to be an embarrassing moment, because you rolled a 22, which means this is a moment you're proud of. This is a good moment. So what is this? And yes, we can hear your inner dialogue.
I love this room.
This is on a TV.
Mm-hmm.
A moment that I'm proud of.
Mm-hmm. Or a happy moment, a good moment. It's doubles, so it can be whatever you want, but it's not embarrassing, because you succeeded on your roll.
Okay.
Take that as you will.
probably this really old lady that I used to kind of half sarcastically make fun of. I walked her across the street one night and she's like, thank you. And she gave me a pat on the back. And I'm like, yeah, I'm being a good person now.
It's,
Well, you want me to elaborate on that or no?
So you're helping a woman across the street, and your thought is, yeah, this is like, I'm being a good person now. I've done it. This is step one.
New life. New
life.
chapter.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my
if
God.
you're near me, I would reach out and kind of squeeze your arm, like looking all.
Oh, like how cute.
It was a good day.
So I'll turn the TV off
Okay.
and just turn around. So like they can just watch shit that we say and do without. Why is that? Why am I on? Why is Brian on this?
That was a good
Because
show.
we're being watched. You know, the whole problem with everything, and them knowing that we are the problem. That whole business.
Is this just like an elaborate candid camera?
Would that bother you?
I didn't realize you were
I'd
old
be
enough for that show.
What?
Yeah. They rebooted it with Betty White at some point.
No, that's
Thank
right. Yeah, no.
It only shows whoever is in the room.
Do any of us know
Yeah.
that though?
Jazz has walked in and said that. Jazz
Oh.
is now standing in the doorway.
Hello, Jazz.
Hello. You're back, I see.
Yes,
Good news, I hope.
maybe.
Maybe.
We've come to chat and figure out some things before we attempt more drastic means and see if you've learned anything. Oh, and Lee, you know, that whole business, he has not contacted us yet.
She and okay. I'll let her
Sorry,
know.
I've still not met them.
It's all right.
I correct at the same time.
So Jazz, a new friend told me that we're to blame for a lot of things.
Yeah, it seems that way.
So how do we fix it?
I don't know. There's some sort of ritual. Is that right, Theo?
That's correct, and that's what I've told them. I
Okay.
have to partially wait for a specific day to do that, and I don't have a clock, but I think it's a few days from now.
Okay. Well,
Days, and I pointed her like your time.
but she's already done it, right? That's what caused
She
the loop.
initiated it. It failed.
Oh,
We have to seal it and close it.
okay. Well, how are you going to do that? Do you know how to get to Grand Theory?
I know how to get myself there. Getting the rest of them is a little more challenging, it seems.
Okay. Well, I don't know how to help you with that. I can't leave the bar and I can't give you anything.
Yes. Can Lee? They can leave, right?
Yes. She might be able to go with you, but I don't know if she will.
The road to Grand Theory is sealed, is it not?
Yes. We haven't heard
Yes.
we haven't heard anything from Grand Theory.
I heard
So how long? Sorry. Hi.
That's okay. Hello, Echo. Three days maybe our time. So that's like, I don't know how long in loop time. Well, you
Depends on
know.
which one. Well, for me, about 8 years.
Yeah. Well, they must be losing their fucking minds.
They are.
what are you know, seems like the bar's abuzz with it, but like, are the sleepers coming for us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I already mentioned
Did
that.
you-
The cleaners.
Not tell
yeah.
her what I told you.
I did.
You know him.
Yeah, I kind of am learning that I might, or might not.
Like the cleaners are coming, and then we're all like, okay, what does that mean?
Okay, so the cleaners, they're a big group. They're going to come and take care of everything that's a mess. And by take care of, I mean gone from existence. Definitely don't want that to happen if we can make that happen.
Yes,
Okay.
that is my goal.
Well, it's my goal too, and it's the cleaner's goal as well. But we would prefer that you do it rather than the cleaner do it. Otherwise, none of you will have ever existed, and we don't want that.
Yes, there might be other repercussions as well for you as a result.
Yeah. Well, my bar is dying because we're connected. We're a hive. You know, we can't survive without another, and we can't get contact with Grand Theory's bar. It's like a disease. It's spreading.
It took her a long time to get out of there. I think it's locked.
Yeah, it's stuck. That's where she did the ritual, right? So I'm assuming it's very difficult to get in.
Yes,
Okay.
I think I'm one of the few that can.
Okay. Well, you're gonna have to find a way to punch through and then put it in. Finish the ritual, or get there before she does it and stop it. You know, you have a couple of different options. You could.
We can't get there before it starts. That's right.
Okay.
That's what caused this. Getting there beforehand is kind of the whole problem.
Oh. Shit.
Yes.
And
What
I
about
pull out
Jordan?
my phone and I play begrudgingly, but I play the voicemail for her.
Oh no. Okay, roll a 1d3 for me.
Yeah. 2.
Hey, my wild man. You're never going to believe what I've done. I think I figured it out. How to manipulate the ritual. If you can get to the flat before my lecture tomorrow, I'll show you. It's going to be wonderful. I love you, Theo.
Probably the first time that Theo's flinched in a while.
I'm so sorry.
What is happening here? She points to Echo because your voice is the same as what she's heard on the voicemail.
I just point to Briar.
Okay, I guess it's kind of hard to explain, but
Well, you best talk.
well, okay. Apparently, Adisa's my twin. And we had Izzy with us for a while. She was a mix of Adisa and myself that I somehow created. And this is Echo. She's from the Vale, and I let her live so that she can be herself and be whatever she wants to be now.
How are you in here?
I was in here before. It didn't see me.
She looks really shaken for the first time.
Is this a problem?
It just means
Why?
the bar is sicker than I thought.
It's broken down on the outside. It looks abandoned.
Same with Grand Theory.
Okay. I sort of suspected certain beings aren't allowed in here, and now I've seen 2 in one day.
2.
Great.
What's the first one?
So you're related to Adisa? You're her twin?
Wait, 2?
Yes.
Another like this?
No, not like you. Just beings that aren't normally allowed to walk through the door.
Like children?
You could, yes. You saw Beth? Beth's fine.
Yeah.
Beth's been
Oh,
here
okay.
forever. Don't worry about Beth.
All right. Apparently, I am related to Adisa Bello.
Okay, so your blood will come in handy, right, Theo?
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct. Yes.
Did you know this, Theo? Like this whole time?
That you were related to her?
Yeah.
No.
Izzy's one didn't either.
Not until I learned it at the same time as you.
Oh, okay. That's kind of
Not-
weird, isn't it?
No. It's not really much coincidence in the world.
Kind of like give him a look. Just like, because that would be shocking to me to find something out like that. A student in my class was related to the person that essentially destroyed time. Okay, well, yeah. We're not identical, though, I don't think. I mean, clearly, and
No.
otherwise he would have thought, and I look at Theo that I was her, and it would have been a whole thing. So, yeah, I don't know.
No, you're not identical.
How do we help?
Well,
We want to help.
my initial thought was you got to get to Grand Theory. You got to either alter the ritual if you can get there beforehand, but Theo says that's not possible.
No.
The other option is, finish the ritual if you know what went wrong, but I don't know what the ritual was, so I can't help
We
with
do
that.
now. Well, at least we know most of it.
I tap on my book.
Okay.
You wrote I haven't had time to look at much of what Echo actually drew out and wrote out, because
Okay.
Echo said she knew what it was.
Yeah.
But we haven't had time to sit down and actually look at it.
Right.
So I just had the paper and slapped it away.
Okay. You don't have to roll for me when you look at this.
So yeah, I pull
Yeah. So it is the same symbol that you sort of kind of remember seeing, but there are things that are different with it. There's something different.
Oh, okay.
Like a couple
whole-
symbols off. It looks like
Including Aether, I believe, was not on
that's
there.
right. That's right. That's right.
And when doing that, I look at my hand and kind of subconsciously touch that while looking at the symbol and it being different.
Okay.
I think that's the first time I've actually seen the symbol on his hand, because when that happened, Izzy was dealing with
Yeah.
blood and
He has a scarred,
yeah.
unhealed.
I grab him by the
Yeah,
wrist,
yeah,
pull his
it's
hand
like
in
a
front
cut
of
It's
my
that never
probably
healed, yeah.
constantly bleeding.
Yeah, it's a
Uh,
cut that never healed.
Wait, what? Careful.
And I think back to the bar outside, that feeling of comforting, that feeling sorry for it almost, that this all seems such a waste.
Echo, can I look
Sorry.
at this?
Careful.
Okay, well, I don't recognize this symbol.
This is what she was doing, Lisa. Some sort of time manipulation, clearly.
Okay.
She didn't tell me, or didn't get the chance
But which
to tell me what to
Which-
do with it.
no wait. I think it's so complicated.
Yeah, you're telling me.
It's
You
about
said you've seen this.
700
in
layers
action.
complicated.
Yes, I've seen this. It's a little different, but this is.
I tap on the book, but don't open it to the page.
It's a slightly different version. But it's
It
in
was your
here.
version.
It's mine. Yes,
Have you
my
seen
version.
Izzy before? Before?
Yes, yes, I have. In one of the loops.
So I created her twice?
No, I think that's when Izzy started.
You never
So-
said anything.
She created her and then you pulled her through?
No, I think she got pulled through herself somehow.
Oh, it must have been you then. She points to
Yes.
Briar.
It makes sense to me.
Mr. Miller, it's nice to have you back again.
Good to see you. How's things been?
All right. All things considered.
Yeah.
Hoping you can help with the problem.
Well, that's why I got dragged here, I guess.
I appreciate it.
I asked. I didn't drag
Sure.
this time.
Okay. Any suggestions, Jazz?
Yeah. Leave the ritual with me. I'll see if I can find out what exactly it is so we know how to stop it. The only other option is to fight it head on. You know, if you don't want to actually use our brains, then we use brawn.
That is
Version
one
of
of the
Lisa-
options.
Sorry,
The
what?
version that Lisa was using, it wasn't what I drew. That was yours. This is different. This was Izzy's.
Yeah. That's
Right,
what I
so
understood
this one
as
might
well.
so this one might actually be correct then.
Yeah, so I have to figure out what this one is so that you can fix her broken one. It looks like she fucked it up.
Well, the difference is this.
I don't know why she would have done that. I'll have to look. I'll have to ask around. There are definitely some chefs in here I can ask.
Yeah, I can get you copies of this and the one in my book to compare them, but be very careful.
She smiles at you. It's not your book now, is it, Theo?
I clutch it harder.
Mm.
It's mine.
She doesn't say anything. When can I expect those copies? After
I
a
can
minute.
get them to you in a couple of minutes,
Are you gonna draw them?
if you'd like me to.
Don't bother. Just lay them out.
Yes.
And then I lay out Izzy's. What was that?
Is there like a photocopier in here?
Yeah. My eyes.
Oh.
And I lay out Izzy's version because it's on
Maybe
its own sheet.
look away
What?
to Brian and Brian.
Yes, it's best if you don't see this, if you don't have to.
Oh, magic doesn't work in here. It's fine. You're safe.
If they remember it outside of here, though.
All right. Well, I guess you can't be too cautious.
And you've dealt with this for this long.
And I open the page to.
She takes a second. Her eyes go completely white and then back to normal. Yeah, I have it now. My magic will always work.
Well, it is your place and your domain.
Well, not really mine, but sort of. Good enough. Don't let the LaRouche family hear you say that. What else can I do for you guys? You know what to do now, right?
Well, wait for you to get some extra things that could help, I suppose.
Well, I'll try to see if I can find out what the ritual is, but I'm sure I can ask some chefs in here that might know why she switched the symbols and what she was trying to accomplish. If we figure that out, then maybe we have a chance at stopping this without any bloodshed.
If you had her here, would that help?
You mean if the one who cast the spell was standing right here in this room?
Well, no, but as close as we could get.
Potentially. Why
does.
are you asking?
Just mulling over options.
All right. Laying all our cards on the table. I appreciate it. Briar, you might be the only one who can stop her.
Ow.
There's power in blood, you know? Like, her magic might not work on you.
Just gotta find her first, right?
Or get to her. We know where she is.
I didn't realize that your warehouse, and I do air quotes, was in Grand Theory.
Yes, I said as much. I'm pretty sure.
You just said we have to get to the warehouse. I didn't know there was a giant magical barrier that we now have to somehow pierce to get through.
Why did you think we kept not being able to get all the way to Grand Theory?
I mean, to be honest, when we started all of this, there really wasn't a lot of answers. So
It's true, I didn't remember it a lot then either.
can one of my shadows maybe pierce it? I'll look
Yeah,
at Jazz.
Potentially.
Okay.
Can you
Try
control
that.
it?
Wait,
I think so.
if I can get there, you might be able to get to me then, Briar, and pull the rest with you.
Yeah, I noticed she was a puller.
Well, like what he does? And I point at Theo.
Yeah. You didn't know?
No.
Okay. Well, your Eris, your chaos magic is all over.
But it really hasn't gone too well for him, so I just...
Yeah, don't get caught doing that shit. A cleaner will come and get you soon enough.
I'm already on their list. I'm not worried about me.
Yeah, I'm sure you all are at this point.
If we can fix it, maybe they'll leave them alone.
Even me?
No, I don't think you're on the list.
Not yet, at least.
Are the cleaners here?
She doesn't answer.
Probably.
How many are there?
There's only ever one.
I think about how I saw the door open. And I saw our town. And when Beth said, "Where do you think we're all from?" He's already here, isn't he?
She doesn't say anything.
Again, probably. I think this is our last shot, which is what you've said, Jazz.
Yeah.
Is it just a cat and mouse game? Like if he finds us?
I don't know, to be honest. I have only ever met two in my life.
Were they good people?
Good is relative.
Yeah. I think I want to believe that he actually wants to let you solve the problem. And
He's a rational person.
Yes. That's what I want to believe.
Can't lean on wants, can we?
Just have like a theoretical question.
Sure.
Can they die?
No.
So they're immortal.
Sort of. You can probably kill one, but I've never heard of it happening. Everything dies, but it's incredibly hard.
Yeah.
If it's possible at all. Trust me, you don't want to fuck with a cleaner.
Well, if we're able to get to Grand Theory, and she can pull people with me, are you able to communicate with us at all? You probably won't be able to.
No.
So if you find things out, if we were to head out now, that would be fairly inconvenient. Unless they were to wait until you had answers, and I was to get there.
You can head out now. I know Lee can get there.
If Lee can get there, you could send him her with answers.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think we have any time to waste. If you want to head there, I'll send Lee after with any information that I find.
I'll start walking.
Pull like anyone from anywhere?
I honestly don't know how it works. I've never really met one before Theo. They're pretty rare.
We're missing two that are apparently important for finishing this, so...
You have to have 5.
Oh. Just 5 people, 5 bodies.
5 people who are awoken.
Okay.
Magic doesn't work in here, so you'll have to step outside.
I'm aware. I need to get a walk on.
Why don't you let her try it?
Fair enough. I figured if I know where we're going, it might be good if I took the lead, but if that's what you think would be best, Jazz.
Yeah, it is.
Fair enough.
I check my phone. Have 2 hours passed?
Time isn't passing on your phone in here.
Okay.
Like, it looks like it's the same time.
About how long have we been in here? Anybody?
No idea.
Probably about an hour our time.
Okay. Like, what would 2 hours be in here?
It depends. Sometimes it's different. You'll walk through the door, no time will have passed. Walk through the door, days have gone by.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's something we don't have control over.
You said that the bar isn't supposed to have creatures like this in it. Have you seen one of these before?
No. I've never seen someone from the Vale. They don't usually come in bodies, though, from what I understand. But I also understand Eris gets what Eris wants. So if Eris wants a veil in a body bag, then it doesn't surprise me, I guess.
No, not even that. I'm sorry about your bar.
Echo, this is your chance to be whatever you want.
She's given you a good gift.
You only need 5. And he said it himself. There's no. Oh well.
Well. Perhaps we should get going then. Is everybody
Right.
ready?
If we make it, do you want me to take a message to Dev?
Yes. Tell him we're trying. And if you get to Grand Theory, and I don't see any of you again, thank you for trying.
Sure.
I reach out kind of tentative and almost touch her arm and let her body language dictate whether she's cool with that or not.
Yeah, she's cool with that. She'll take your hand.
Yeah. I'll just give it a little squeeze.
I'd like to give you all something. It'll be on the bar on your way out. Swear it. And good luck.
Thank you.
I'll send Beth's message along with Lee. Is that what you're waiting for? Briar?
You're gonna send who? Yeah, well,
You were waiting for a
I'll-
message from Beth, right?
yeah, I'll walk over to Jazz and give her the paper crane.
Ah, yes. She leaves little animals around.
Yeah, she said I would meet her in 2 hours. She might be able to help.
Okay. I will pass any information she has. I'm sure she wanted a fee for it, and you probably can't pay that, but I can.
Okay, well, tell her it was a whiskey sour.
Okay.
Thanks, Jazz.
Thank you.
And I'll, like, gently pat her shoulder and walk out the door.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry your bar is dying.
I walk out the door.
Who's left in this room right now? I think it's just Brian and Echo, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm just smiling slightly because for once, both of them have copied me. And that feels very strange and kind of powerful.
Probably have a look around the room. Just quick peruse. And then I look at Jazz and be like, it's good seeing you again.
It's good to see you too. And don't take this the wrong way, but I hope I never see you again.
Noted. Thanks, Jazz.
Thank you.
And I'd probably walk out and just pat the side of the door on the way out and proceed out of the bar.
Do you linger?
A little.
Okay.
I point to the TV and go, what does yours say?
She reaches over and flicks on the television. And you see Jazz in what you can assume is upstairs because it looks the same. The bar looks the same. She's upstairs and she's in bed. She's cuddling with her girlfriend. And they look very happy, but you cannot hear her thoughts. And then she flicks it off.
It must be nice to have someone like that.
It was, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it.
I'll try and fix it.
I appreciate that. Before you go, we don't always get a roadmap. We don't always get instructions of what it is that we need to do in life. But it doesn't hurt to try, even if you think you're not needed. You might end up being what makes it work this time.
I guess we're going to find out.
I guess so.
I hope I do get to see you again. Just maybe not like this.
Well, it is called the Lucky Rabbit.
Good
luck.
That's fun. You too. And I walk through the door.
As you leave the Lucky Rabbit... Oh my god, that was my cat and it scared the shit out of me. As you leave the Lucky Rabbit, there are pendants on the bar. 6 of them. Small, tiny pendants on chain with symbols etched in for you to grab.
Does mine have anything
Yeah,
specifically on it?
it's got a tree on it.
Do they all look like this?
Nope. They all have different symbols on them.
I'm just gonna put it on.
You know
And
which
I
one's
pick it
yours.
up.
Yeah, you know which one's yours when you go to reach for it. Theo, you know which symbol's yours. It's got the little, yep.
I
Yeah.
pick it up and absolutely 100% Izzy for a second, just like almost like her voice is controlling my her brain's controlling my vocal cord. You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Intriguing. We should grab the others for them.
Yeah.
And grab my pendant and slip it in a pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do
you've
the
seen
same.
these before, Theo. Previously, you've never been gifted one, but you have seen these coming through on some of these people you pull. You've seen a couple. And now you know where they came from. Now you're at
Yep.
the time in the time loop where you know where they come from.
Yep.
I'm
Makes
mulling
sense.
through in my head, like, if this is where they come from, where did hers come? Who did hers? Who was he?
I grab Trix and Emma's and point to Brian's.
That's for you. Probably to protect you.
There's a pendant on the table, on the bar, and the end of the bar for you. That Jazz left for you. There's also a flask for you that you know is yours, meant for you.
Okay.
I see him pick that up, and I know what that must feel. Because Izzy's version and her had conversations about that process of cutting that off and just picking it up. I know what that must mean. And shoot him a look like, are you okay? Do you want me to take that for you?
No, I can handle it. I'll put that in my pocket. Now, is this pendant thing like a picture one? The thing in it?
No, it's actually just a tiny, it looks like a flattened penny, but it's gold, and in it, etched for you, is a sailing ship.
A sailing ship?
Yep. Like an old school with like 3 different sails on it, and it's very tiny.
Okay. Probably look at it. I'm looking at it.
Sorry.
I'm examining it.
There's another kid in the bar!
I'm looking at it and stuff. I'm kind of examining the details of it. What's this to me?
When you pick it up, you feel maybe mist of the sea breeze on your face. It feels good. It feels safe. It feels like an escape away from your current life. A fresh start is what it feels like.
All right. Kind of bundle up with the chain in my hand, and I tuck that in my pocket as well.
Okay. Does anybody put theirs on?
Yeah, I put mine on right away.
Okay. Everybody else tucked it away, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going on. It's like a repeated motion. It's practiced.
Okay. And as you all leave the bar, does anybody else want to do anything else before they leave? Real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go to the bar and think of a whiskey. It's a shot of whiskey.
Sure. There's a shot of whiskey right there for you.
And raise my glass.
A note
to the
appears.
last.
Like a crumpled piece of paper note.
Hmm.
It says thank you for trying on it. There's a cute little drawing of a little bunny rabbit.
I'll give it a go. Look after yourself. And just toast the Brian I didn't get to say goodbye to down the shop and follow the rest.
Briar, when you're outside this bar, are you going to try to pull, or are you going to, like, is this a thing that you're going to try to do?
I feel like I should, especially if I need to do it on the other side by myself.
Yeah.
I gotta practice.
Yeah. Okay. Now, how are you doing this? And who are you trying to pull?
We need Trick and Emma.
Okay.
I'm thinking they're together.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go into the Veil and see if I can find a door that they might be behind.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me.
5.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
5.
Yeah, it's a 5. Yeah, so she is able to do this no problem and very quickly. So describe what this feels like. You just slip into it.
I feel like it's like a curtain that I can see, but it just kind of looks like I slide behind it and it ripples away. So it goes back to whatever you were looking at. And then once again, I'm in the darkness and there's voices and there's doors everywhere that have wisps of smoke coming up from the bottom, and they're just like ghostly doors. And the one that I'm looking for is the only one that looks solid. Okay. And so I know instinctively to head right for it.
Okay.
It's a basic white door. It's not fancy or anything. But the door handle has this like ornate pattern on it, almost like a diamond. And so I'm going to turn the door handle and open it.
What do you see?
And an alleyway. And Trick and Emma kind of cowering behind a garbage dumpster. And so I step out, but the door is open, so you can just see blackness behind me. And I walk over to them without saying anything, and I just reach my hand out and take Trick's hand and pull them with me back into the veil. And just as quickly as we step through, it's like the curtain again, we come back out in front of the Lucky Rabbit.
Amazing. So you've stolen them from their spot, but also from their spot in time, because an hour has gone by for you, and you just grabbed them from the alleyway when they were getting. So that's something else. That's something else. And
What does it look like when she comes back?
It looks like
Like
that
visually,
curtain.
what do
Like
we
it
see?
looks like a ripple of reality is kind of like there was a hidden curtain of the sidewalk and sideways, and you just kind of like it opens and she comes through, and then it falls back behind her.
Like pulling a green screen aside.
Yeah, yep, exactly. And she just comes through, and she comes through with Trick and Emma. And I think that's a good place to end our episode today. Holy shit. We had Theo pulling from the past, and Briar just pulled to the future. Oh my god.
I want to live at the rabbit.
Yeah, I know, I do too. Every day of my life. Well, thanks, you guys.
You never know. At some point next week, I might be there.
What?
With a certain
oh, yeah.
CK.
Yeah, with CK. You guys
Yeah.
might go find the lucky rabbit. No, would you?
You have to now.
If you do, you have to take some selfies in there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
If I can get served.
It is an actual bar, by the way, that exists somewhere in the world. I just don't know where it is. The screenshots that I grabbed. I don't know if it's actually called the Lucky Rabbit, but anyway.
I think it's the rabbit hole or something.
Yeah, it's called something like that. Yeah. So good. Let's do a round of shout outs. Shall we start with you, Millie Bean?
Okay. Hello, I'm Amelia Tyler. I am a voice actor for video games, and I do this crazy stuff for these lovely people, and it's so nice to be back. I missed you all loads. I've been having a pretty shitty week. So going to a bar and getting drunk was exactly what I needed. Thanks. Plot. I really like this, Brian. And yeah.
I do too.
Yeah. And seeing Theo jealous just gave me just so much joy.
He deserves it a little. Sorry, Dan.
Yeah.
I love you.
Sassy Theo. Someone's up on my woman.
I love this new hashtag that seems to happen as well.
What is it?
Eris gets what Eris wants.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Some of your roles, KPP, my God.
That's like the first time in a long time I've had decent rolls. So
It's only when you're Briar. Like, I didn't want to say anything, but every time you're Briar, you nail almost every roll. It's so freaky.
Briar roll.
Andrea Jones couldn't search a.
Yeah, couldn't search a dresser, but man, Briar can rip through and pull people into the future. Jeez.
That needs to be the new insult for somebody like you couldn't find your ass with both hands in a mirror. This like you couldn't search a dresser
You couldn't search a dresser.
with 5 rolls.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And where can people find you, Millie?
You can find me on Twitter as Amelia Tyler. I maybe streaming at some point soon, but life's a little bit so I may just join other people on their streams and then they can just delete the VODs.
Never.
La, 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 la. Yeah, and there may be some more news about some more roleplay type stuff happening at some point soon, so I will talk about that as and when. I missed you all very, very, very much, and
I missed you guys
was
too.
a lot of fun.
Yes.
Dan, you're up.
Hi, I'm Domestic Dan. You may have difficulty recognizing me because I have no beard now. I'll have to say that for the next month on any stream I do, because there's always someone who's just like, it's like, yeah, it's been like 3 weeks now. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I do cooking streams, I do gaming streams, and I still have a slight echo. Now I don't. And
No,
yeah.
I'm still here.
Oh yeah, that's right. And this is PAX week, which I am attending. So streams are gonna be very sporadic, probably just morning streams baking cookies because I don't like business cards, but I do like feeding people because they remember me better when I've given them a cookie in the morning when they're hungover.
Smart.
Very smart. Pax, good sir. You're up.
There.
What a wonderful.
That was perfect.
Say that all stream. I was just like, that all typed in, just
that's
waiting.
so good. So for those listening, he basically typed it out and dropped it in the chat. You can find me at twitch.tv/ClassyPax. I'll be doing RP stuff. Maybe, wait, oh my God, you guys are talking so much. I love you so much. Maybe some WoW and working on a large flight sim event aimed for after TwitchCon. Love you all. KPP.
Hi, I'm Katie Peters Plays. I played Briar for you today. I've been sick, but I'm streaming again. So if you want to hang out with me, I do a lot of sci-fi and horror, and I'm planning October. Spooktober is coming. I'm really excited. I only play horror games and wear a heart rate monitor and stuff. So you guys want to come for that? That's a month away. You have time to plan. But yeah, I'm Katie Peters Plays.
Yay. And I'm PB. I also do some things sometimes over on my channel, like Nocturne Recovery Room tomorrow, where we recover from today's episode together. But you can also find me here next week. Next week, a new show starts. Dying Order. I will play the trailer at the end of this episode today because I'm so excited for it. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much for coming back after a week off. I know we didn't miss anything since February 13th, but I was away for work, so I appreciate it. And I missed this. I missed everybody here. I missed the story. I missed you guys. Please join our Discord. Hang out. We've got spoiler-free tags, so if you're watching this and you're like, oh, but there's 6 episodes ahead, don't worry. Come on in. We've got everything.
The one Disby's in?
Yes, it is. Yes. Thank you, by the way. So yeah, that's actually PAX is the one that recommended Disby for us.
Well, you guys are going to like her.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. She's very, very talented.
We're very, very excited. Yeah, and if you guys want to support Tablestory, one of the best ways you can do that is head over to our Patreon. You can get there by going to tablestory.tv/pledge. We have character sheets for you, adventures for you and your table. You can write NPCs for your favorite show, including this one. Shout out to Beth. Beth was an NPC. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciated her. And if you guys have a Twitch Prime and you haven't used it yet, please consider throwing it this way at one of these lovely casters.
Or here.
Or at one of these lovely
I can't even
casters.
Or here.
One of
You're
these
coming
lovely
here in the
casters.
first place. Might as well drop it anywhere. Put it right here.
And thank you to Katie, Pax, Millie, and Dan for being amazing role players today. And also shout out to Zeke and CK who are not here today. Zeke is away at Burning Man. He'll be back next week. And CK just did a 12-hour stream for charity. So please, if you have a chance to go check out her channel, please do that. I adore her. And yeah, we'll all be back next week. So I'm going to play the trailer right now. Hold on.
Is this the trailer for the new show?
Yes, it is.
I haven't seen it. Let's have a gander.
Okay, I need to mute the scary music. Okay. Hang on, it's just gonna take me one hot minute.
Absolutely right, KPP. I want
Do
to
it.
adopt Beth.
Same.
That's the best. Yeah. I don't plan to have children, but I would totally adopt Beth.
When you
I'd adopt
can't
Beth.
say a thing because you know things. I hate it so much. I hate being the GM and I love it all at the same time. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Oh. Yes.
The year is 2577 TC. We use the Thelmesian calendar. We always have. Even after Thelmesia was destroyed. They say it was supposed to be a shield, a defensive measure against monsters, to bring Thelmesia into a new age, a utopia at the center of the world. Some time ago, we began weaving magic into our technology. We called it Arcani. But it was too strong. Weapons capable of atomizing entire cities. Shields that should have saved lives, but instead tore them away. They outlawed it, the world over. Most continents didn't even have it in the first place, but now no one does, supposedly. Some low-level Arcani remains. The Arcani engines that power the trains. Alexandria even has a few airships now. Seems the Arcani Inquisition let that one slip. Well, I managed to get a hold of one of those engines. Plugged it into something I found in the sunken ruins of Thelmesia. A few nuts and bolts here, a little alchemical touch there, and a simple cantrip to hold it all together. I'm a scientist, that's all. I just want to see what happens when I fire it up. Will it fall apart? Maybe. Will it reduce all of Lacrin to dust? Hopefully not. Will it punch through into the heavens themselves and take from the gods what they took from me? I fucking hope so.
When I was a girl, my father told me why they outlawed Arcani across the world. After Thelmesia was taken into the sea, it was said that Arcani was too powerful. But somewhere out there, someone created an Arcani weapon strong enough to strike at the gods themselves. The problem is, this time, they answered.
That's all I have to say about that. Okay, that's it. I think we're out. We love you all. We'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.
So we'll just sit here and we'll, yeah, there we go. And Theo, good luck.